hour and a half VOD session that I have to do at some point. So that, if I want to be done by midnight, it means I have to start that at 10:30, which means I have 50 minutes right now. Okay, I'm just gonna play 2 games. I'm just gonna play 2 games, then do the VOD review. That is my plan. And I gotta edit a video today as well. Brr. Schedule's packed when you're a poppin' YouTuber. Trying to make it out in this hard, scary world out there. I've not played a game in a few days. What was my last game? I feel like it kind of clicked though at the end of my last few streams. 7-6 first? I played Malzahar. I was trolling this game. I don't know why I played either of these comps, to be honest. Actually, this comp should go top 4. I forget why this happened. I think maybe my Ari positioning was lackluster. I didn't get syndicates in. Yeah, that game was sus. But outside of that, I've been popping. Oh yeah, this was like a good ass stream like 5 days ago. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is 5. Like I probably don't even have that many games banked. Probably have like 5. Wild. Yeah, 5 days. I mean that's fine. I'll get the games in today. I'll play tomorrow. I'll play Thursday. I can definitely get in 10 games a week easy. But I'm trying to like get good. I'd kind of prefer to be like rank 1 probably. Would be decent. Yeah, like probably get to like rank 1 and then we'll be like chilling, I think. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm very happy to just be challenger right now. Dude, Yippee Makaye is actually turbo climbing. What the heck? I mean, it's a great name. Setsuko's still really high up. Asa climbing, decent bit. I don't know who Cinder Queen is. Never seen this person before, but they're like really high up. Um, but yeah. Let's check meta TFT and look at if any comp win rates have changed much. Oh, the highest win rate comp is a 3 mutant comp where you play Kaisakari. Who'd have thought? Star Mutant? Wow, yeah, triple ZZ Rot Portal on Kassadin? Not bad. Plays Echo. Dude, this Echo unit. They're nerfing him next patch though, which is quite fair because I think he's a bit broke. Striker Server's still good, but it's like seems highly contested. There's also this just 3 Socialite. It's kind of like a Clapio version of comp I see here. Genovators, Jinx Innovators, Jace Carry Innovators. Talon reroll. I don't think I'm gonna play any reroll today. Maybe Asher Talon reroll if I end up in a spot for it. That's about it. Renata, who I'd really like to play. Ari as well. I'm kind of thinking of going more the. I mean, I'm still gonna do my plan as it was previously, where I'm gonna start Giant Spelter Rod. Look to really prioritize Morellos because that's a really good AP carry item and it's just a really decent AD item. So that's my plan. We'll see how it works. Here's my little legend. I feel like the talker has been decent to me, but there's definitely better ones. Maybe with the order swing. I like this one a lot. Maybe the dragon. Give me the dragon. I never used the dragon. I want to try him out. But yeah, I mean, it's the last day of the patch, right? New patch tomorrow. It's not changing too much. It should make the Sivir comp worse. It should make Darkstar worse. It should make what else are they hitting? Kha'Zix a little bit worse. Overall, it's a quite reasonable patch. I guess I need to make a patch tier list video, so I'll probably do that Thursday or Friday. So that'll be fun. But I think it's mostly going to be the same. It's a pretty small patch, which is, I mean, good. I think the meta's overall in a nice spot. There's just a few things that are a little bit sus. Like Darkstar. Setsuko's about to get out of a game. Maybe I can Q snipe him, gain some LP, or much more likely lose some LP. Let me go to Twitch. Okay, I'm live on Twitch. I was just making sure because my Discord didn't send a notification, and then my thing said that I wasn't live, and I was like, kind of freaking out. My thing said that I wasn't live. Okay, we're chilling. 5-minute queue times? This is not good. I wanted to get some quick games in. I want to get just boom, boom, rapid fire, 2 games real quick, but not getting into a game makes that very difficult. Do I pop out of queue and hop back in? No. I guess I could. Perfect. You gotta wait till you start complaining about it. Hey, what's up, Finkelzo? Thank you for the Sub-Zero face. Finkelzo, right? I think I pronounced that right. I believe I did. Dude, this is such a good face. Oh, Setsuko just got out of his game. We got him in our game. Alright. And we have Kurum in our game? Ooh, baby. God, my sounds sound so loud. I don't really... I mean, we could start Ziggs tier. Enough for just Giant Spelled Jarvan, I think. Hello? I'm getting contested for a Giant Spelled Jarvan? Oh, he plays a little song. That's kind of cool. That's not bad. Was there a Kassadin on Carousel? Yes. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Execute. What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here. We started a Jarvan with a Giant Spelt, and the mutant is Voidborn. It's the Execute mutant. So, no Darkstar mutant game. They're nerfing the next patch anyway, so we'll see. But man, would the ZZ Rots Portal start be nice? Isn't there a new patch being installed, or is it already there? It is coming out, I believe, tomorrow. I don't think... Yeah. Now I'm like second-guessing myself and saying, oh my god, is it like already out? But yeah, it should be coming out tomorrow. I'm down to buy the Jarvan pair. You got all these pairs, though. I'm down to get 3 gold for minions here and just hold 3 pairs at 1-3. That'd be kind of nice. Not a ton of direction, right? I guess I would hold one of these. Hold like a frontline unit and a backline unit, but the Kassadin pair is also really good. I want to hold some kind of... Hold this. I'm just gonna look at win rates. How good is Overpower here? I think it's pretty bad, right? Untaken first. Let me look at Augment stats. I'm pretty sure Shrug It Off actually has really high win rate. Untaken first, it's like one of the highest in the game. So I guess we should just take Shrug It Off and play it around a Bruiser frontline. We even get a Sejuani. Yeah, I think Shrug It Off is the highest in the game. It's gonna be a bit awkward because we have to play around Bruisers. As opposed to what I'd really like to play around, which is just not Bruisers. But, I mean, still. It's highest win rating great. But, like, we're probably playing AD from here. I don't see a rep playing AP from this spot. Maybe just like a Bruiser Sivir comp. Or a Bruiser Jhin comp. Seems very reasonable. I guess I'll hold on to this. I really want to buy this. Oh, okay. Level? Buy this? Getting a 4 Hextech comp? With this? Only issue is I don't have anyone I'm super comfortable carrying Last Whisper. I guess it's Nocturne from this spot. We can move it later. Or we could just carry it on no one. Might just be best to do no one right now. I really want to get a Bruiser in. Maybe it is just Nocturne forever. But it's not, because we don't have Assassin, and it's not like, he's gonna crit. This guy's board is actually kind of strong. Yeah, like, Shrug It Off doesn't do that much for us here until we get some more Bruisers in. As usual, pairs, pairs, pairs. It's all about the pairs. I mean, it's a pretty strong board getting in 4 Hextech early. I just wish I had a unit I could slam this Last Whisper on. Do we win or lose this? Whoa! Oh, it was Edge of Night. I was like, why is my trolling? Maybe hold this. But probably care more about this stuff. Ezreal could hold the Last Whisper. He just doesn't make any sense in the comp. Ooh, Twitch. I'm kind of down to just double level for Twitch and have him hold the Last Whisper. That seems pretty decent. The only issue is we aren't getting Bruiser in. Hey, what's up, OSX Chris?
Have you met my fleas?
Also means we are double leveling for a Twitch one, which is a little bit sus. But I really want someone to hold these items, so I think that's what we're actually going to do. Yeah, just really want to get this last Whisper down on somebody. And then our level 6 will be a Bruiser, ideally Rek'Sai so they can get a Striker in. Jarvan. And yeah, ideally we high roll a like Kha'Zix in one of these shops. And then we have an insane item holder, but I don't know if I want to count on that. Looks like we're losing this. It's actually really close, but yeah. This early Lucian with the makeshift, everything is just quite strong. We are carrying a Twitch one. So I'm not expecting to win every fight here. This over the Twitch. Theoretically might just be a better unit. I mean, it's 2 costs versus 1 cost. I'll do it. Why not? In theory, it should be better, but I mean, you can always... this should be frontline as well. I don't know why I had him back there. You could say, like, maybe there's some argument for why it's not better. Just, like, because of how Talon works as a unit. I mean, he's a mostly magic damage unit, so reducing armor doesn't matter that much, but... still. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think this last Whisper is, like, going to change the entire... I think I'm going to sell this. Potentially hit, like, a Debonair Talon, though it'd be really hard to get it in here. Not gonna lie, I was struggling working till I saw Sub-Zero on Pog. Aw, that's very sweet. Okay, I'm down for Rod. For Morello. We could just take the Sejuani with Giant's Belt. Kinda sounds really good. Get a Sejuani too. I'm down to just do that, honestly. And then, like, building, not Morellos, but Warmogs with Shrug It Off actually seems kind of nuts. I want to get 6 and get another Bruiser in. But, I mean, just having the Sejuani 2 here is pretty great.
Trample them.
Empire above all.
Still can't make gold here. Just a bit rough, but we have a strong board. So we're just going to say that that's going to make it all good. I'm still not sure why and how Echo isn't an assassin. I mean, you're kind of right. I don't know, like in Arcane, Bat Chest, he rides around on his little board. That's like something an assassin would do, right? The Jarvan on the same side. Put Sejuani out here, so ideally Sejuani tanks everything up. Yeah, not making gold here is a bit rough. Oh, yeah. The only issue is the Giant Spell stuck on the Sej, whereas like super late game, I want to move it to Vi. But I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. We can always move it later. Talon's going to get wrecked. Dude, stop. Oh, Swain kill unit? I don't think he wins these. I don't think he tanks an entire Caitlyn ult here. He's 800 HP, 700 HP. Oh, shit, he did! Nice. I'm not selling these guys, though. These are crucial pairs. Senna?
Wanna kill me? Get in line.
Can I down for Senna an item carry last Whisper? We lose Assassin, but I think it's better. I think this is the best item carrier here. Seems great. And then you could always put Sejuani on the Socialite Hex. I think it's just this, though. And then if Senna gets hooked... Yeah, I mean, it's not ideal. We should position like this. Yeah. But Senna's still going to get freaking Nocturned. Edge. So she's probably dead. We're going to have so much healing. Like, maybe too much. Sell, buy. And then maybe just hold the Caitlyn pair and sell the Twitch. Oh wait, we're winning. Dude. Maybe I should put the Sejuani on the Socialite Hex. It's actually dealing infinite this fight, whereas Nocturne did not that much. You never build damage on him if you don't consider Morello. What kind of assassin is that? It's true, but like, it's kind of good. I think it's kind of cool. To have like utility assassins. Oh, Swain 2, nice. Always spell that, and there's our Bruiser for level 6, though I prefer a Rek'Sai, just a better Bruiser. Okay. Don't do that. Maybe something like this? Probably more like this. I like to have a 2-range frontliner in the front and then have the 1-range frontliner more backlined so that Sejuani can walk up. But like I've honestly seen people do stuff that's not what I'm saying there, so it's still a work in progress figuring out the optimal positioning. Ooh, there's a Gnar, I guess. Could also come in. I guess a Bruiser, but I don't think we're gonna be able to make space for him.
Got them in my sights.
Ooh. Caitlyn too. Raven. We do have to sell you. Move this. I mean, it's kind of tough for Raven to get in here. We're either getting in Bruiser or just Gnar. I mean, surprisingly, I think Gnar is better.
I love a challenge.
I'm down to just slam his Warmogs. I'm down at early level here. It gives me the 2nd level Socialite for Senna. I'm gonna have to sell this Caitlyn too, which is a bit sad. My board looks pretty strong. We hit a lot of really good pairs. I'm always selling the Caitlyn. I want to hold her, but I don't think it's better than Senna, so that's why I'm playing this board. But you could make the argument that it's better, but I don't think so. Okay, we always have to sell to make Econ. And there's no way I'm buying Draven here. So, I mean, I definitely want to hold a Lowy, right? I'd like to play like a lot of Bruisers late game, so that's definitely something I'm looking at. How much damage is Sej doing this fight? 1400? Just about to do more. Oh. And early leveling there, still having 20 gold. Not a bad spot. Gonna have to sell one of these if we don't win. Let's like fake swap here. I know for sure people are gonna be scouting, and I mean I should be scouting too. I also didn't scout augments this game. Oh, Hex Nova? I mean, I'm not trying to go vertical Hex Tech, so it doesn't really impact me that much. I kind of do want to be on this side, but there's no way. Something like this is correct. Maybe you could make the argument for second lining Gnar. Maybe I should just move Swain back. Ooh, this guy swapped his Echo back here, so my Senna, oh my god, my Senna just got destroyed. Cast one more time, Senna? Oh my god, this guy is so strong. Dude, I got wrecked by this guy. Alright, let's sell the Singed. Like 30. And they're making more gold than me. What the hell? Just with the May shift. Wild. Phony, Exiles, or 4 score. Let's look at win rates real quick. Just to make sure I don't make any huge mistake. Like 4 score is generally... Where's Exiles? A little bit worse than Exiles. I think Phony on average is the best. And with our current front line, with Shrug It Off, I foresee Exiles being really strong, right? It scales with maximum health. So I'm thinking of that. The other option is take 4 score and hope we high roll something, which is possible. Is there anything we're going to feel really bad about if we take Exiles and have to position like this? I don't think so. I think I'm just taking Exiles here. Oh, there's an Irelia.
Still mind, swift movement.
Carry Irelia for now. We obviously need to move her to a different spot. Ideally, probably the Socialite Hex is right here. She's in a weird spot, but yeah, I'm definitely down to carry Irelia here. And then ideally, we high roll and find... It's not even high roll. Just give me my Rek'Sai at this point, now that I think about it. And let's see. We could sell a Lowy here. I don't feel too bad about that to make income. I might need the Lowy to come back, depending on how many cruisers we play. Right now we're playing 0, but like definitely Rek'Sai, Sejuani, Vi, neither Zac or Tahm Kench. We don't really need it. We need another offensive item here, ideally, bow or glove. Cloak, I guess, could be. Time for a 3-cost bow. It's not the best Irelia item, but ideally we're carrying Sivir later, not Irelia. But I mean, it could be Irelia. We have the Socialite. It's possible. It's very possible. It could also still be like Jhin. So I don't know if I. Ooh, Jarvan 2's great. This is great. Shoot. That probably. Oh. Searchlight Hex does make positioning a bit awkward. More than a bit awkward, but we don't have to play around the Searchlight Hex the whole game. I mean, you should still have this here for hook protection. We'll just put this on Irelia for now. Yeah, really happy we put Jarvan there, so Irelia's not getting hooked. Hey, thank you for the follow. Hatham Saleh. I'm going with is my pronunciation. I'm sorry, I'm literally the worst at every name. I'm gonna sell the Nocturne here to make gold. He's coming out later anyway. I'm gonna make gold here. Gnar? Oh? That's really good. I can make the swap now, but I'm swapping out of Hextech. But I think this is just the swap. Eventually this guy's gonna come out. I think this is the swap for now. Even though 4 Hextech is pretty strong, 4 Striker is like way better here. I don't think this was better. I don't think that positioning was better. Okay, it's fine. It's fine versus this guy. My board's looking good. I still want to move items to Sivir. I think she's just stronger than Irelia. Blitz for scrap? I mean, we could, but I mean, what are we getting him in over here? Over like, oh no! Is my board like tanky enough that they can still win this? No, dude. My streak. Oh, wait, Sejuani's a beast. One more auto. One more auto. Oh, okay. I don't think I can fit him in though. I'd have to take him Swain out over him. And it's like okay, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think in this spot, at least with this comp. Lucian could come in at 7 and just get our 4 Hextech back. That's probably the most straightforward. I mean, ideally it's Sivir. And I guess we can cut Gnar later, because we're always playing Rek'Sai, Jarvan, Irelia. So I guess we are cutting Gnar later. That's not bad. Shrug diff, true. This is our next level. Bow. Ramble. I don't think I need a roll for our board to be stable, actually. I'm just going to call it stable here, and we'll lose a few fights, but it is not the end of the world. I mean, I feel kind of good about Bramble Runons. I guess I want an IE still, but whatever. If I was really building for just Irelia, I could slam Titans. I think Bramble Vest is going to be so strong here. And I'm still thinking of not playing Irelia as my primary carry. So I'm just going to build Sivir items, and we'll see. This guy's board's kind of strong. Why do they have all these units? Like, why do they have Draven 2 and Kai'Sa? It's kind of horrifying. And yeah, I'd like to find more Sedge so I can move these items off of her and onto Vi eventually, but we'll see. This could be like Giant Slayer. I'm probably taking Sword either way, and then hoping I get dropped a glove and building IE. And then this can always become Titans for frontline. Or just for Irelia. I'm still looking at playing Sivir. Speaking of which, I mean, I probably should scout and see how many Sivir players there are. Okay, looks like literally none I saw. That's good news. Maybe I missed someone, but it's not like I missed like 10 people, right? This person hit Jhin already. That's probably Sivir angle. This person's playing Sivir. Only being one contested, this person, I don't actually know what they're going to go for. I think this positioning's fine. But yeah, getting Gnar out for Sivir would be kind of nice just so that we don't have to struggle with the, Dude. I get so wrecked by this person because I greed the Searchlight Hex. Like, he gives Ahri such a good angle. I don't know why. This guy's boards just seem so strong. I think my board is just really bad into, like, an Ahri board. while I'm carrying Irelia. Yeah, so it's going to be level, put in Sivir over Gnar, and then what other synergy do I want to get in? And I guess we want to get in 4 Bruiser over Hextech. Vi is really good. So it's going to be level, Sivir in here, Vi in here, and then just Zac in. And then we have 4 Bruiser, 4 Hextech still. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can cut this guy later as well. We do not need him in. Maybe we could just get in Scrap in with like a... I mean, it's not going to be Jinx because we have Vi. I don't know what it's going to be. That's definitely level for this. Swap this, and then get in Sivir probably. Over this. What would be your #1 thing to focus on to climb out of lower elos? Maybe something most lower elos around plat players don't do enough? I mean, I honestly think... It's hard to say because like different players do different things better. I think really just focusing on the fundamentals of the game, which are like assessing your board strength, assessing other people's board strength, knowing when to level, when to roll, all of that kind of stuff, how to position, those kind of things. I mean, it's like kind of everything. I think some people are just good at different things, so it's hard to say like every single, you know, plat player doesn't do this thing that every diamond player does. No, I want that sword. That was the only sword. I could grab the glove. It's probably my best bet here. And if I can't get that, I guess the cloak. The only potential, it could be like QSS here. We'll see. I don't really want it to be double Renons, but it might have to be double Renons. We'll see. We still have this. It could still be like Giant Slayer too. There's a lot of stuff it can be. I don't really care for Brawn. I don't really need to hold Alawi, but like, why not, I guess?
Now we begin.
I don't know if I should have built that, to be honest.
Let's get cracking.
Quick feet, quick trigger.
Not the best transition. I didn't really hit much of what I'm looking for. It might be a sniper's game if I can find Jins, but that guy already has Jin too, so it's a bit rough. We also might just be carrying this Irelia, because we've seen 0 Sivers and 2 Irelias. Oh, we won this fight, so that's good news. This guy should definitely come out, though. I mean, he's already out. Just make gold there, I think. Favorite things about TFT is the skill set is really unique, and that it does require knowledge of every part of the game to be good. Yeah, definitely agreed. Definitely agreed. Portable Forge could be good. Salvage Bin will allow us to change our items, but I don't know what I'm even changing them for from here. Disintegrate is really good if we hit a Sivir. It also sort of helps our damage issues. Portable Forge could be good. It's actually like really good in like 2 separate scenarios. I think it's this. I mean, it's not this. I don't think. I kind of want to look at item win rates real quick. And see which is... If either of these are good. Death's Defiance, Eternal Winter. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh. Wait, it's doomed. It actually auto-picked for us. That's really bad. Alright, we're just gonna give up Exile's value then for the the Randuin's value. It's not that big a deal. Oh! Dude. Yeah, it has, it doesn't show you the timer on screen. Oh no. Well, we'll see what we can do with this. When it comes to improving this game, I came from Hearthstone Battlegrounds, and I feel like it's just understanding concepts, like 90% money usage. Yeah, I mean, I haven't played Hearthstone Battlegrounds, so I don't know exactly, but yeah, I could see that. Okay, so we're just gonna clump our board probably, and then just get exiles on like our carries. That seems reasonable. maybe on our carry. Yeah, probably just on our carries. Okay, and then we're gonna roll down. I mean, if we have to play Aurelia too, I guess we will. Maybe we can eke out a top 4, we'll see. Not an ideal spot to be in. Sword for Giant Slayer. Zephyr. Looks good to me. I mean, it could still be Jhin. There's a Sivir, that's big. Baitu is huge. There's the Sejuani so we can move items.
Quick feet, quick trigger.
Oh, I should not have rolled over Tahm Kench, but I found a Zeri too, so there's that.
Screw it, diamond that.
The stage is set.
Okay. Obviously, there's still infinite things to do. Where's my Vi at? Let me get Orianna in. Change this comp around, and maybe we have something? This fight doesn't make me too optimistic. We're getting out of both of these and just playing around snipers. With the Zeri too. Anatu's great. Goes in over just this rando. This needs to come out for... I don't even know. I mean, I guess it could be this for now. Really good?
Let them try to stop me.
Okay, good Zephyr. Oh, this is good too. I wonder if Clockwork's better than just getting in 6 Bruiser from this spot. Kinda tough. AD Zeri's also, like, not the best, but not the worst. It's probably just Clockwork out for 6 Bruiser, huh? Seems
A
worth.
little smash and grab.
I mean, it's an Orianna 2 is the issue. I'm not taking out Sniper. I mean, the 6 Bruiser is kind of huge, right? All this extra HP for Shrug It Off. Yeah, we should definitely find some pairs. Gen 2 would be big. Back is good. I think it's just this.
Someone's about to get hurt.
Still mind, swift movement.
I think so. Lose Exile's value on her. It's okay. Is Zephyr Orky? Not ideal. At least she didn't get hooked. Really kind of hoping that Vi can carry fights, which I don't know how good of a plan that is. Well, it was close. Now I can honestly, I can just get an Enforcer over Jhin, probably. So, I mean, just having Jhin as a damage dealer... Oh, it's just Zeke's, I think. Okay, not Zeke's is pretty bad. Maybe like Morello's Zac or something. Yeah, I don't think it's Morello's there. Frick. I really want the Morello's effect, so that people can't just live forever versus us, but I don't really have a Morello's holder. I mean, ideally it'd be her. But obviously.
Now we shall gluttonize.
Silco. I think just Morello's there. I like that. Okay. I wanted to... I don't think my positioning here is ideal. Oh, I should have put it on Tahm Kench, actually. I think I'm dead. Okay, especially because she got disarmed by freaking Quinn. Yeah, I'm definitely dead here. 15 HP. I just don't think we can kill anything with our board. Rough. Dude, that portable forge trolled us so hard. Actually, with a different portable... I mean, it's still not that great. 7th? Not... I don't think I played that well that game. The portable forge thing, like, trolled me, but... I think overall, there was so much better to be... I should have just ended up slamming 2 of the items on Jhin. I've heard that, like, AD's area is okay. It didn't really feel okay there. It felt pretty awful. And maybe I shouldn't have even got 4 Bruiser in over the Ori. I feel like I thought it would be good, but it didn't feel great. Yeah, I don't think AD's area is really that much of a thing. Because if I just greeted items on her... I mean, like, if I just put items on... the problem is I'd be carrying a Jhin one at that point. I don't know. This is a tough one. And a really good spot, but... dude, the fact that we lost out on so much value because we ended up taking... Like, the difference between getting Eternal Winter there and not... Oh my god. Or even just the other one. But I just took too much time because there's a hidden timer for Portable Forge. And I got to the end of the timer, so it just auto-picked me. Thoughts on Flex AP every game? I think it's good. I think it's totally fine. If you high roll early game, you can like go fast 9 and play Kai'Sa or Victor. If you low roll, you can just play like Renata or Ahri. I think it's pretty good. That's why I really like to slam Morellos. If I like high roll an AP early game, then I can just play into AP, and if I roll an AD early game, I can just play AD from there. Like Morello is such a flex item, but like if you want to just skip those steps and just like play AP every game, I don't think it's bad. But yeah, okay, learning. Also, Zeri's like the worst 5 cost. There is a world where maybe I should have just literally given up on Zeri and played Sivir, even though I hit Zeri too. I don't think that's right. But yeah, I wanted to slam my items on Zeri because I hit Zeri too, but I think she just can't carry AD items that well. So maybe I should have... I don't know, I think you're supposed to always build the Zeri too there. But dude, imagine that game. I mean, I guess the only really good 5 cost hit there would have been Jace, right? Like if we got Jinx, we couldn't have played Vi, so that wouldn't have been good. But if we had like a Jace too, that would have been insane. Yeah, we just had those, and our items ended up pretty scuffed. I mean, Giant Slayer, Last Whisper, Renans isn't terrible. It's not ideal. But okay. We take those. It wasn't an 8th, so that's pretty lit. We didn't actually even lose that much LP. It was, what, like 30 LP or something? For a 7th? It's honestly kind of good. I mean, it was a pretty... It had literally Setsuko in it. I don't know what LP Kurim's at, but it's probably, like, decently high. So it's, like, probably an average high Elo lobby. Alright. I don't have that many games to play today, just because I don't have time. I mean, I'm gonna stream tomorrow and play. Hello? But I want to make these games good ones. Well, I mean, the train has sailed on that last game. That last game's not gonna be a good one, but this one can be. Dude, the Shardog felt pretty decent. I think I just, my comp got completely inted by the Portable Forge take. Disintegrator, oh. I mean, even Disintegrator would have helped my Zeri damage. Surely a full stream tomorrow. Yes, I'm gonna full stream tomorrow. I was gonna today, but I got caught up with some stuff. But yeah, definitely full stream tomorrow, full stream Thursday. And then I'm gonna try to start streaming on Sundays as well. So hopefully I can get in a long stream on Sunday as well. Also, none of these games matter because it's still a patch. So like, nothing be earned. Yeah, I don't know about that. Dude, it's the Chaos Umbra diff. Is the little legend. I ran it down. I saw a clip of Setsuko griefing a guy's first Kai'Sa 3 and forfeiting no honor? Madge. I mean, I'm down to hold on the Kai'Sa so the guy doesn't hit Kai'Sa 3. But forfeiting? That's messed up. Sunday streams are too contested? That just means that a lot of people are watching on Sunday. Which means that... Look at all those potential eyes. It means when I stomp Setsuko, he's forced to give me all of his viewers. Favorite comp this set? I like Renata Bruisers a lot. I think it's a very fun comp. Because like when all the units came out, I was like, what? Like, what do you do with this Renata unit? Like, she's like a support unit that like slows stuff, but like, there's no like carry and Chemtech. And then people are like, no, you just like put Morellos and Blue Buff and Gunblade on Renata, and she casts infinitely and shreds the entire enemy team, and you put a bunch of bruisers in, and the whole team's unkillable. And I was like, wait, this is kind of sick. I wish I could have played Renata bruisers last game, but our items were just not like Giant's Belt. Very good Renata bruisers item. Glove, very bad Renata bruisers item. Bow, also very bad Renata bruisers item. Like, our items were basically the worst possible items to play Renata bruisers. Early game was so good, dude. Our late game comp pivot was super scuffed. And that last augment is, look, I'll never make that mistake of taking too long on a portable forge again. So it's a fun learning experience. Okay, it's not a fun learning experience, but it's a learning experience. It said the average LP of this lobby is pretty high too. So hopefully we can recover all of our LP. Get a quick first. Problem is Renata requires very exact items. Yeah, agreed. But look, they asked me what my favorite comp is, not what like the easiest comp to hit is. Like when you hit Renata with those items, getting a Silco and a Victor in there, and Renata's buying time. Yo, I hatch out of an egg. That's sick. I'm taking Kassadin with Giant Spell every time. Maybe not every time, but I'm taking it this time. Because, dude, what if it's Darkstar Mutant and this becomes a Zero? It's like, it's GG. Who's the most attractive male TFT pro? No, it's like Goobums fucking no contest. Okay, it's the execute one. That man is fucking... Have you seen that man's hair? That man is fucking... What's up, guys? Sub-Zeric here. I started a Kassadin with a Giant's Belt, and the mutant is Voidborn. You know, I was kind of hoping I'd just high roll the Darkstar mutant, but, you know, you can't have them all. Zephyr start? No. Camille 2? I'm down for Camille 2. I'm not going to sell the cast just yet, but I'll buy a Camille 2 here. Hottest male TFT unit. What even are... Like, what are like some high tier ones? Like Ezreal, if you're into that like twink energy. Like Lucian. Dull? Mormog's action, and then this is offensive. Bodyguard Heart or Backfoot? Probably just Backfoot. I don't think Bodyguard Heart's actually that good. Which I've... Bodyguard Heart. Bad. Backfoot. Good. Assassin Heart. Okay. I'm down to just take a Backfoot here. Play a normal game of Teamfight Tactic. What am I doing with this Camille? I'm really gonna do something like this? I mean, it's my strongest board right now. This turns into a tour where you have to include the combo just before opening. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. That's some just for stream exclusive content. I'm not gonna play Warwick reroll, but maybe I'll just play Warwick as a strong board for right now. Any legendary dudes? Kenj. Yikes. Jace? Oh, it's Jace, dude. It's fucking Jace. Jace by far hottest male TFT unit. Ooh, gold? I'm so uncomfortable with pre-leveling here. We don't even have a board. Okay, I guess we're gonna level? For freaking what, dude? I mean, definitely Warmogs here. I'm going to... I think it's level here. The only thing I'm a little bit uneasy about is this Alawi. We're just gonna do this for now. I'll do this. Mort thinks BG is the most broken comp. BG? What's BG? BG. Okay, so I'm gonna buy this. Jace cringe after Arcane? Dude, I'm not... Look. Say what you want about his... You know, how he is as a person. He's hot as fuck. Jace can father my children post-show. Oh? Talon game? Not saying it's not a Talon game.
I never compromise.
Is it even better? I almost feel like no. But I do want to hold this guy. It could be a Talon game, though. We kind of just have to hit, like, literally everything else at this point. Backfoot, good for Talon. Warmog's pretty bad for Talon, I guess. Like, who the hell is Warmog's? I mean, it's just going on like Leona. Camille's got this. Camille's hard carrying this fight every time. What's going on? Underdogs? Kind of a gross augment, don't you think? I guess I'll buy the Lulu. Well, not buy the Lulu, just buy the Ziggs. Why would I buy the Ziggs? Why just buy the Lulu? I don't know. I don't want to buy either. I'm gonna buy the Ziggs. I don't think I'm ever playing these units. Alright, 2 talents in this next shop. I'm down. I'm down. Quirky. Bodyguards that we don't have. Just make income here. Tech Challenger. Really, I've had a better unit to play this whole time. Maybe Talon for now. I need to make gold here. Let's win. Let's win and sell these 3, I think. Hottest male TFT unit ever. I vote Akshan. It's a hard... This guy's still level 4. Okay, we're chilling. It's hard for me to say because I haven't played that many TFT sets. Akshan up. I take Jace over Akshan, honestly. That's just me, though. Everybody's got a type. Alright, just sell these, make gold, hold the Twitches. Maybe we can play Talon Angle. We'll see what we get. It's Kench. True. You got me. Look, you know, to each their own. If that's what if that's what geezes your goose, then, you know, who am I to disagree? It's like bow or glove here. Surely. 3-cost glove. Don't take off the gloves. If you take all the gloves, you're a loser. It's like definitely glove here. No! I feel bad. I'm just gonna take another giant spell. It can still be Morello's. It could be another... I don't know. Taking the 3rd giant spell feels a little bit bad, but I'm still kind of down to build like a Morello's. Another Talon. Oh my god. Are we actually coming to this? Probably level for this. Over leveling for, Talon or anything like that. Or, I mean, for Twitch, right? The Caitlyn's gonna do more damage. I am down to swap sides. The whole lobby is on the other side, and they're all trying to jump on top of me. Harit Kench has a little something that's tough to beat. I'm not gonna ask for any more information on that, really. I think I'm quite alright in the dark on that, I think. Okay. Come on, we win every fight, right? Backfoot? Strong frontline? Caitlyn? Hold the 2 Alawies, maybe? For some kind of Bruisers game, perhaps? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this Camille unit early. Like, she just doesn't... Until, like, Innovators with Camille is most obvious. I just feel like Challengers is just not, like, a vertical that I'm ever interested in playing. So... It makes me sad. It makes Camille sad. Oh, look at all these units, dude. I'm about to pivot into... 5 challengers.
Deeds, not words.
Probably this. Swap at the last second. But we're also, I really want to make gold here. Maybe just sell this and hold the Talon pair. Sounds reasonable. The only issue is then we're selling a Bruiser pair when we're literally playing Bruisers. I just... I kind of want to hold on to the hope to play Talon here. I don't know. It's pretty doomered. I think we should just not hold the Talons. No shot. We're going to lose. Sunfire Cape is so effective. We're kind of chilling. Our snipers are doing good work. I think we should just hold the bruisers, potentially play like 4 bruisers at 6. Wait, yeah, at 6, because we would cut this. Wait, this is actually like really close. We need to kill the Poppy and then have Camille kill the Blitz. But if this kills Poppy, then we're kind of doomed. But we actually killed the Blitz, so we're chilling. I'll hold 1 Talon. I care not for any of these units. I guess I could have held Warwick and we could have played 4 Challengers. I don't even want to. I don't even want to play 4 Challengers. Does that make me a bad person? I don't know. Talon with 0 bow start is not it. Yeah, I generally agree. With triple giant spell at start, I just don't like Warmogs is not really the best Talon item slam. We are all offensive items. I mean, I guess this is gonna become a Sunfire. Which two? Okay. Oh, finally. I mean, I guess I'll buy the Twitch too. Why not? Sell this and buy this, perhaps. Bro, we just got the same shop. The game's broke. We can level for Jarvan. It's the best, like, synergies to get in. Not necessarily the best unit. Crap. I wanna move this item so I can build Sunfire, but I can't yet. I think it's probably always Renan's. Just suck it up and level for Jarvan here, I guess? I mean, we're definitely supposed to level. We should have put Jarvan 1 more hex to the left, I think. It ends up not mattering either way. This guy's got a Gnar too? That's not good. My whole board is getting... Dude, this Gnar's gonna one-shot my whole team. Okay, it actually didn't, but my Caitlyn can't cast. My Caitlyn cast? Kill that guy so it... Okay, we're chilling. I'm down to just sell this Twitch. Whatever. I'd like to get him for Bruiser. We'll see. Another Ashe so I can move? Hey! Actually, yes. I'm pretty sure it's always just Sunfire here with Warmog slammed already. With no anti-heal. And on a 6 streak. Like, we really just want to push this win streak as far as we can. We don't have much to roll for, so I don't think it's worth rolling. I think we just greed it out here. We should have scouted a bit more, but I think we're actually fine in this spot, positioning-wise. And we're probably going to sell the Poppy. I guess no, we should hold this if we're holding anything. It's actually very possible we play snipers from here, because we can get a sniper augment from this spot. Officer, the brand is killing my entire team? I guess we're selling this second Caitlyn. What the hell, dude? The brand dealt 4k damage! I mean, it's a 3-item brand that's VIP. I guess that's fair. But holy crap! It's insane! 3 items? Wait, how? I guess I have 3 items. What? I think it's Disintegrator, right? That at least gives me some flexibility. I think it's also... I don't know if it's a higher cap than Striker Crest. Striker Crest is one of the highest win rate augments in the game. Alright. JK, we're pivoting to Striker Caitlyn. That doesn't even sound bad at all. Can we get a Rek'Sai too? Is anyone else hard forcing? Maybe? Alright, I'm down for the Striker Crest. You've convinced me. Hey, thank you for the follow, Will Flux Me. I like your name. This is better. Then, okay, probably not. Probably still like this. Just Striker Crest here. And ideally we find a Gnar. Okay, we're chilling. We can't make gold here? Yeah, not without selling the Alawi. Unfortunate. Alright, it's a first. Well, okay, maybe not. We have a very clear path forward, which is always good. We just have to get good items, good augments. I mean, our augments from here are great to play Sivir. And if we don't play Sivir, we're going 8th, I guess, is just the way it has to be said. I mean, definitely hold the Blitz. Yeah, I don't care about any of these units. What the website is giving you augment stats? It's tactics.tools. Tactics.tools/augments has stats on. It's so good. How are you? I'm doing good. My last game was not good, but this game's a guaranteed first, so we're kind of chilling. I really want one of these gloves. The fact that there's 3 is really good. Wait, do I have a Jarvan pair? No, so it's not gonna be mine. I really want a glove here. If not a glove, then I can take a sword, a bow. I mean, yeah, not a sword. I don't. No. I mean, I could always just take the Sivir for Sivir's sake, but I think I just want. I really want this glove Gnar. Wait. My Gnar! Wait, this is huge. Now I can play Force Striker. Got this random Camille that I'm playing. Is this Searchlight X? Ah. Okay. Echo. Who's getting these items? Am I not playing the late game comp? Alawi? I mean, that's not what this unit is. Sejuani, probably. I'll just slap him on her for now. We're getting like super wrecked here. I'm gonna do this. Is this trolling? Let's see. A lot of her damage isn't even gonna... Okay, this is trolling. Well, she's moving like 1 hex closer to a lot of units, which is a 8% reduction in damage, but theoretically she's getting a 15% increase in damage. So like one could say that it's right, but also she's like much more vulnerable, so that probably makes it not worth. I'm down to roll at 7 until we find a Sivir. And then we're kind of stable. Ideally Sivir Irelia, and then like we actually don't even need Sivir 2 or Irelia 2. I mean, ideally we get them at some point this game, but really good unit. Wow. These are really good units to hold. I am down to swap my entire board. I'm gonna sell these just for like brain space. I mean, I know what comp I'm playing, so yeah. You know, we kind of like to play Rek'Sai, huh? I mean, we definitely want to play Rek'Sai. That's a bit rough. We're gonna have to cut something from the obvious Sivir comp. So it's gonna be these 5 units plus Blitzbraum. And then we can't get in for scrap until level 9. So it's probably those Blitzbraum buy, and we don't play for scrap. So we might not play Echo. It's a bit rough. Echo's so good. But it's not like we have Morello's or Frozen Heart. These are kind of big losses. I guess our board's not that strong. Did the front line go? She's dead anyway? It's kind of true, but like the 1 hex could make a diff. I don't know. I hate putting Caitlyn here. I mean, we could put MF here, maybe. It's probably better. It's okay. So, yeah, I'm just gonna roll at 7 and try to find our stuff. Yeah, we're gonna 2-star all these. We should probably swap the Gnar out, actually. So we can move this glove. There's Last Whisper, and there's part of my IE. That looks great. I'm down to just do this so that my head doesn't explode, but technically it isn't like necessary right now.
Something need killing.
Board's not that weak, but I kind of want to do roll for. Okay, we'll play this. Kind of hit literally nothing. Not ideal. I don't want to roll all my gold down and have 0 gold, so maybe we'll just chill with finding Sej 2-star. I really just want to stabilize around 1 Sivir. I really like or Irelia, but ideally and Irelia, but you guys got Irelia 2 already and Sivir 1. They rolled everything down at 7 and found it. I mean, we could have rolled more. I don't need Echo. Could be a problem. That could be a problem. I mean, at this point, I think we're just waiting until here to go 8 and roll down. And I mean, still, I think totally stable on Sivir 1, Irelia 1, but we do have to find them. It's not that contested, so that's good news. Probably should have swapped sides. I guess we can hold the Draven. I don't need this. Mort diff? I don't know about that. Wait, he rolled a... That's not good. I mean, our board's not that strong. We're gonna lose some fights. We're at 57 HP. We're dying, dude. But once we hit, we're kind of chilling, but we're not gonna hit for... Oh my god, we actually killed so many there. 4 unit loss is not the worst. I was so happy with the new patch. Not everybody enforcing Sivir. Oop, there's Aurelia.
Mind swift movement.
Okay. Bad, not bad. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Who holds Striker Crest before Jinx? Good question. I mean, right now it's Caitlyn. It could be Draven. Lucian. Move over here. Okay, we're chilling. We got Zephyr blitzed. We're gonna take infinity damage here. All right, all we have to do is find one Sivir, one Irelia. And also, this is, it's a good loss. It's a good loss, actually, because we're gonna get Carousel priority off of it. That's why we decided to lose this round, so that we can get the IE, so that our board's gonna be super capped. I'm at 32. But like, oh, our board's gonna be so capped that we're gonna be chilling. Yeah, I might just go on a random unit. I'm mostly focused on the Sivir Irelia, but we'll see. Striker Jhin sounds good? Or Jace? Yeah, I mean, Jace would be amazing. All right, sword here, ideal. I could also just grab the Sivir. I think it's more important to get the sword for IE. Especially because if we hit like any Jinx on the roll down, we can just carry that with all of our items. Well, with some of our items. It could even be not even IE, it could be Edge of Night if we hit a random Jinx, but we'll see. We have to change the rest of our board. Ideally get these guys in. Not the easiest game. We'll make it work.
Let's get cracking.
Zix would be pretty good. Shin. Probably just Kha'Zix for now. I don't want to make Vi too. There's so much gold for a unit that I am not gonna play. Put it in for now. I don't need this. 0 Sivers still. Monka S is obviously a bit scary. This guy hit Jinx. Where's my Jinx? Guess they had more gold than me, perhaps. So these two make income, probably. I looked at the Vi, but I really want to have enough gold to hit. I'm at 19? Give me an augment that's like infinite gold, like Windfall here. Celestial Blessing is really good. Probably the only option. Ah, okay, we could play around a Kha'Zix too. For now. Really just one Sivir. I think we have to sell these so that we can roll more. There's the Kha'Zix too. I guess we'll sell Gnar for it. Okay, maybe this can stabilize us for a sec? Not bad. Whenever we hit Sivir, we're kind of chilling. This isn't the worst board. Ah, where's my Sivir at? I want to get this in, too. What do I sell? I don't know. Do I even lock it? Like, it's a good unit, but I don't even see how I'm fitting it into my current comp. I mean, it'd just be cut some of the bruisers, right? You cut, like, Sejuani and Zac. I kind of want to lock for it. I think it's worth it. Alright, go Kha'Zix. I need you to kill Infinite. Oh. I mean, he killed Finite. Wasn't like Infinite, but he killed enough that I'm not dead here. I think this is worth probably this, like this. And then, I mean, we can even cut the Vi. We hit Striker. I mean, this is just a reward for forever, perhaps. Echo? Oh yeah, Echo's quite good here, huh? We should play Echo. And then I guess it's just Ramble for frontline, IE, and then scrap the rod on Echo. That sounds pretty good.
Time to start some trouble.
Yeah. Okay, roll it. Ideally find Sivir. There's Silco. God, infinite Vise. Okay. That's the board. Let's see if we can make it work. Maybe we shouldn't be so clumped. We should probably have Jarvan. Well, yeah, maybe we should have Jarvan casting. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. Surely, Kha'Zix will carry us. Oh, that's not good. 8 HP? Did I live a loss here? Or... Yeah, of course I live a loss here. Level 1. I knew that. I'm Kench. Could come in over this, but I'm just gonna roll. Jace? I don't think it's better than Kha'Zix here. Infinite Vise, true. Okay. Now, oh, okay, yeah, just give that to no one. I don't want it to be Kha'Zix, or I don't want it to be Jarvan. I do want it to be Jarvan, but then I don't want Silco to get hooked. Like, that can totally just lose us a fight. Alright, I need Kha'Zix to jump on the guy and kill her before she ults a second time. Ooh, this is not good. Alright, we're dead. It's an 8. Good loss, good loss, good loss. We saw 0 Sivirs. I guess we should have rolled down at 7. It's chill, because new patch is coming out tomorrow and the game's changing. I mean, we took the augment that pigeonholed us into this comp, then we didn't hit for it, so that's fair. We probably could have made a better comp too. All these 1 stars. Like, we would have had to play Vi 2, but it was probably get Vi 2 in somewhere. Maybe we could have made some kind of comp and gone 7th or 6th instead of this. Different way to end the stream, liking the creativity. You know it. Oh my god. But Striker Crest is so good, like win rate wise, that I think it's correct to take it. It was just too contested. 1 Sivir player, 2 Sivir player, 3 Sivir player. Yeah. Alright. Just call it a go next. Okay, but instead of going next, let me do something real quick. The heck? Capture like. I mean, I'm just gonna do display capture. Yeah. This doesn't leak anything, right? It's just my Chrome window. Okay. So I have a coaching sesh that I need to do, and I was like, why not just do it on stream? I'm not gonna look at chat because that's gonna like distract me. But I'm down to just stream the coaching session. Hey, thank you for the positive vibes. Inkles out. Look, tomorrow we climb infinite. On the new patch. But yeah, I'm down to just. Alright, this is just my personal. That's literally just Discord, twitch.tv/Subzero Discord. So I don't have to worry about leaking that. Okay, but I have a few games to watch. And they're all on YouTube, so it's like super easy. But yeah, I'm just gonna do. Sorry. I'm just gonna do the coaching on stream, but I'm not gonna be able to interact with chat. And I'm also gonna turn notifications off so it doesn't mess up the coaching. But you know, I thought it'd be fun for people. I gotta fix my display capture because it's gonna look like. Oh wait, actually, I mean that's not how it's supposed to look. Also, dude, am I like going blind? These are like. This is like the brightest video. This video was recorded on the sun. All right, let me mess with my display capture a little bit so you guys can see everything. Why do I always do this? Oh, let's not do that. What's going on with the next patch? I mean, it's a pretty small patch, so honestly, not too much is gonna change. Okay, let's just not do that and do like a window capture and do Chrome. Oh. Yeah, that's perfect. I didn't know how you found... Dude, the OBS read my mind. Let's get my camera in there anyway, as well. Blinding? It's kind of something. Did this get commentated as well? We're probably gonna turn it down. But yeah, especially because this is probably like copyright music. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then I'm gonna do this coaching session. So I will be right back. All right. I am going to try to not look at Twitch chat. I'm also going to turn off alerts. So, if you Twitch Prime me, if you follow, then I mean I'll see it, but you're not gonna get a cool notification. But you should do it anyway because like, come on. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this VOD coaching. It's supposed to be an hour and a half. So I'm gonna like do it, and you guys get a preview of whenever this comes out on YouTube. Who knows? And we're gonna set it to 2x speed. What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here. I'm doing another VOD coaching session. If you guys want to get VOD coaching, as always, just reach out to me on my Discord. You can find a link to my Discord down below and then just message me. Marita's $30 an hour, and this is an hour-and-a-half session. This person had 3 games that they wanted me to go over, so I'm going to go through 3 of them in an hour-and-a-half. Usually I do like 2 in an hour, so I thought I could do 3 in an hour-and-a-half. And they also have some like general questions, so I'll check that out as well. I don't know if I want to have audio on or not. Gear start on J4? I think it's fine. I didn't see if there's a Castodon and Carousel. Yeah, there's like talking. I'm just gonna I'm gonna mute it just so I don't get distracted. Maybe there wasn't a Okay, here, it's gonna take me literally half a second. I mean, they can check the Castodon right there anyway. Actually, it's like too hard to see. Okay, there's no Castodon. So you're chilling. But still, I see so many people not checking mutant, so good that either you're not checking mutant. Oh, I should also see when I started. Okay, 1 hour 16 minutes. Just trying to get a idea for how long this session should be. Okay. So yeah, you see these 5 units in shop. You buy Castodon and check mutant, which I think is totally fine. I'm down to play the Caitlyn here. But I mean, you really have to see what you get here. I mean, this can matter a lot. I would probably buy the Ziggs here, especially with tier start, or the brand over the Caitlyn. Just because you're more likely to play AP with a tier start. Tier Giant's Belt seems quite AP heavy. Could be like Renata game, like Morello's blue buff kind of thing. So I'd buy one of these over the Caitlyn. I'd probably just buy both of them instead of the Castodon here, and then scout and look at someone else's Castodon. I mean, Castodon's a good unit. Oh my goodness. It was Metamorphosis. I feel I would also sell this at the end here for one of these 2 AP units. Probably Ziggs, just to open the chance of playing Yordles. Weak spot here? With those options? I mean, I'm pretty sure Lifelong Learning. I'm just going to look up augment win rates real quick. I'm pretty sure Lifelong Learning. Oh, it's not even that much of a troll. So you could take Lifelong Learning. But I'm not convinced it's not just Arcanist Heart here. Arcanist Heart here. Like, you have the tier, you have the Giant spell. Just take Arcanist Heart here and just play AP. I think seems totally fine to me. You take Weak Spot here, which I mean, it's not a bad augment. It's not gonna like lose you the whole game. Yeah, it looks like you're trying to play around mutants here. With an early redemption on Cho'Gath. I mean, it's an insanely good item on Cho'Gath, so I don't hate this play. I wouldn't sell all the units, but I mean, like, I guess the chance of you playing them is pretty low. Good scouting. Okay, you scout and you see someone who has a mutant crest, so immediately I would be like, okay, JK, I'm not playing mutants. It's been nice. I've slammed redemption, but I don't really want to play mutants from here. I don't know. You should always, in this position, unless you're in a pre-level, which honestly seems totally fine here if you're trying to play around mutants, right? You would love to see a Malzahar. Like, the difference between a Malz and no Malz here is insane. So I'm kind of down to pre-level here. If you're really committed to mutants, you can also just get in the Alawi. If you're not going to pre-level, you should just buy out the shop. Like, if you randomly find a Twitch 2, you could play it. Or even like an Ezreal too. So I would buy out the shop just in case. Or you might just like imagine your next shop, even though this is very unlikely, is like Ezreal, Singed and Singed. Or maybe like Singed. Zillion? Like, you could pivot into innovators here. It's just like a very small optimization you can make to buy out your shop in this spot if you're not going to pre-level. But I'm kind of down to pre-level here to find more. If you're like, I'm definitely playing mutants, which something the redemption makes me think, then I'm down to pre-level here and try to dig for a Malzahar. Because if you don't do that, then you're basically committed to lose streaking from this spot, which, like, I don't know if I want to do, to be honest. But yeah, that would go there. You level now for the Alawi, so there was no reason to not pre-level, right? You basically just got worse shop odds, right? I don't care about getting a Castodon 2-star. I care about finding a Malzahar. But yeah, this isn't a bad unit, or this isn't a bad early board. You should definitely be able to kill some units. Oh, and just for rank information, I think this player said that they are Platinum, so just to get an idea of the elo that we're at, Plat elo. So we should be able to, if we have a decently strong board, not lose much HP. Evolution. Like, this will, like, I mean, there's no pivot to be made here, right? But like, the Devolution, imagine the items that you had before. I mean, you wouldn't be able to slam anything really good. You have the Echo, but like, it could potentially have been just like an AP game and you use Lucian as your item holder. So he wouldn't be an Arcanist if we had taken +1 Arcanist, but yeah. Still. I mean, Devolution is pretty crazy. But I mean, nothing to do with it here. Ideally, we win the fight, but I'm not really holding out for it. I mean, this guy we beat, right? Yeah, this guy's board looks pretty weak. So I guess we win this fight. That's good news. All right, and I'll just skip through it because, like, oh, wait. I mean, actually, it's okay. I wasn't close at all. And so we made 10. That's good. I think it's definitely good to make 10 in this spot. I mean, I don't really care about holding any of these units. It is, I do think you lose a little bit of, like, win rate if you just hard force from this angle, especially with just weak spot as your augment taken. But I mean, like, in that spot, you shouldn't hold any units, right? But, like, the fact that you didn't hold any units in, like, your second or third shop makes me suspect that you're just hard forcing mutants from here, which, it's risky, I guess, is what I'll say. Looks like we lose this fight pretty hard. I would hold, you know, this unit. It, like, potentially could, oh, actually is really close. Cho kind of a monster with Redemption. Okay, so we could look for a Bramble Vest or just like a Malzahar item if we're looking to play mutants from here. I also wouldn't feel bad about just taking Malzahar here. Bow for a like Titans seems reasonable, or I'm not convinced that Bramble Vest isn't just better here. So I guess we'll see what your idea is if you're slamming Titans here. Because if you slam Titans, and here I'm also, okay, so I'm gonna go to metatft.com here. I will pull it over and pull up display capture. Oh, wait, no, you can literally just see it. Awesome. Okay, so stats, units. I mean, I know Titans is quite good on Cho'Gath, and I'm not like I haven't spammed a million games of mutants. And okay, so Bramble Vest is like very slightly maybe better. Maybe if you go to individual items, it might rate Titans higher. Yeah, very slightly Titans higher, though it says like the best possible build involves Bramble Vest. I mean, this is a situation where you can scout the rest of the lobby and see if anyone has slammed Infinity Edge or anything like that. I mean, looking at this, it does seem like Titan Slam is quite good, so I wouldn't feel bad about it. The only other thing is, like, if Titans and Bramble are equal, you lost 1 gold taking the Titans as opposed to taking the Bramble Vest, right? It was on a 3 cost versus a 1 cost. But I mean, I think you can make the argument based on the stats that I just pulled up that Titans is better. It's a more flexible item on Cho'Gath and can pair with a lot more stuff. So you feel better just slamming the Titans. It also gives you some damage, arguably more damage than Bramble Vest. And your comp is severely lacking in damage right now. All right, so Cho, I mean, he's definitely stacking it up. He's definitely doing some work, which is, I mean, Cho just wins this, right? Oh my gosh. I mean, did Cho farm 4 stacks from that fight? That's actually insane. It's Sejuani a better unit than Alawi. The only issue is you'd have to sack Econ to hold the second one. So I'm kind of down to not and just make 30 here. I think that's the play, to just make 30 gold here. This Cho's getting kind of huge. These are, yeah, very close to best in slot Cho items. So it's a pretty good angle to potentially play Cho from, or just like, you know, play Cho and then hard force mutants from here. We will see like how hard you hit, because the only downside to hard forcing mutants from this spot is if you don't hit mutants hard, it's gonna be tough. Okay, but the Malz is amazing. That is like literally exactly what you want from this spot. Yeah, next level is Swain, ideally, for Hextech Arcanist. We'll see if we can get that. Doing some scouting, which is good. I didn't see what that Tome person built, but we still have that other person who's playing mutants, which is a bit rough. Nico's interesting, not the best. It could be JG Malzahar. Okay. I mean, you're on a win streak. Slamming items isn't bad. And JG scales decently with Metamorphosis, in the fact that you're getting like extra raw stats. So I don't hate this. Also, if you don't slam JG, what are you going to do with the glove? You should, I don't know if you scouted and saw that there were no Blitzcranks, but if you didn't, you should definitely position for the potential of Malz getting hooked and put Kassadin in the corner so that you don't like just lose a fight by Malz getting hooked, because that could totally happen with a lot of your damage. But I mean, honestly, looks like with these items and just with the strength of the boards that you're fighting, you're kind of chilling. Oh, what? I'm totally against rolling at 5 there. For Kassadin too, you should definitely just if you're going to roll at all, you level to 6 and roll. But I don't even feel that great about that. I think your board's stable enough here that you don't even need to roll. Because ideally, for this mutant comp, you want to be doing... I mean, you want to either... There's like two ways to play it, right? You can play like reroll mutants where you're looking for Cho 3, Mouse 3. Or you can just go like Fast 9 mutants and play around Kaisa. I think the Kaisa is like generally stronger, though in some spots, if you get a bunch of Malzahars, it can be good. I don't think so. So if you're gonna play the variant where you're rolling for Cho 3, Mouse 3, you want to be rolling at 7. That's the highest odds for you to hit 3-cost units. Rolling at 5, I think is, I mean, it gives you the highest chance of hitting Kassadin too, but I really just don't care about hitting Kassadin too. I would absolutely level up there, put in, I believe you had a Gnar in your shop. Yeah, so you could have leveled and played Nard here and spent like 0 income. Instead, we spend, I don't know, how many times do we roll? 1. We roll more than that though. I saw multiple rolls. 2. It's 4 gold that we spend rolling there. It's definitely not worth it though. You should definitely just level and put Gnar in. And I mean, if you want to play really greedy, you don't level, but this is something that I talked to some other students about, where like in this spot, you actually don't get punished for not leveling, but I feel like the higher that you climb, the more you're going to get punished for not leveling in this spot. Like most games, you should level at 3-2. I don't feel great about any of these augments, to be honest. If we're playing this, I mean, I guess it's got to be Bruiser Crown, right? It has some synergy with Elderwood buff, right? It's giving you the armor and MR that scales with HP. But I mean, this seems like the only possible out. Disintegrator? I mean, it'll give you a little bit of damage, but doesn't seem great. I'm down to put an Alistar over Rek'Sai here. It's going to make your board, like, ridiculously tanky. Yeah, that looks good. The only downside is we sack income here. But what are you going to do? I guess you could sell a Rek'Sai, but I want to hold these Rek'Sais. You should still have the Kassadin position. No. Don't roll. Your board is so good. You have no reason to roll. But yeah, look, your Melzgar got hooked in this fight. I'm not going to say, like, this is going to lose you the fight, because you might still win because your board's so strong. But versus, like, a really strong opponent, you could potentially lose your win streak here by getting Melz hooked. Whereas having Kassadin in the front line doesn't really matter because your front line's already so huge. But yeah, no reason to roll at 6. Look at our win streak without rolling. I mean, the rolling, all it did was hit us a Kassadin 2-star. It's really not important. All right, so Rod or Sword here for Malzahar, or we could look for a final Cho'Gath item, but I would just take the Sword for Malz. Giant Spell for Cho is fine. I think the ideal last item, based on what I was looking at on Meta TFT there earlier when I pulled it up, was Dragon's Claw. Let me make sure. But I believe that's the case, that you want a Dragon's Claw if you want a final Cho'Gath item. Yeah, it says Dragon's Claw. I guess it says Dragon's Claw, Warmogs, Bramble Vest, Gargoyle Stoneplate. So if you're looking for a Cho item, you should take this Cloak instead of the Giant's Belt, because this only builds into Warmogs, whereas Cloak can build Dragon's Claw, which is the best possible option, and then Gargoyle Stoneplate, which is also quite good. I mean, the Giant's Belt can also be Morello's for Malzahar, but if you're looking to take a Malzahar item, I mean, okay, so the Giant's Belt can only be Morello's for Malzahar if you're looking for a Malzahar item. The sword can be Gunblade, it can be Spear of Shojin, it can even be like Giant Slayer. I think this is better. It's also a 3-cost versus a 1-cost. The only argument to be made is that this can be Morello's and it can be a Cho'Gath item. But I think I want to start prioritizing Malzahar items here, because if we take this, it's very possible that we end up... I mean, we have 1 Malz item. Wait, and also the idea with taking the sword is that because you slam JG, you can potentially slam IE as well. But we'll see. Naturally, the Malzahar is really nice. So, I mean, the rolling got us there, but I don't think we needed to roll at 6 here. It's not like we have a ton of pairs. Okay, and if you slam the... Okay, if you're going to take the Giant's Belt there, I don't think you slam it on Cho'Gath. I think you hold it and potentially make it Morello's on Malzahar. Because yeah, if you're looking for an item to slam on Cho'Gath, then it's always Cloak there instead of Giant's Belt. Just from a highest chance of getting a good item perspective. Yeah, it looks like your board is strong enough that you should win these fights. I do still feel like Bruiser Crown was better than Disintegrator, just because the health scales so well with the Elderwood mutation, right? You could have a Bruiser Alistar here right now, which would be pretty insane. Oh, okay, we Nico's the Alistar? I don't feel terrible about that. Why are we rolling at 6 still? Why are we slow rolling at 6? If you want to slow roll, which just like definitions, I guess, if you haven't heard the term slow roll, because there's a bunch of random things in TFT that we say best in slot, slow roll, blah 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 blah. Slow roll is like rolling down your gold above 50, but you probably already know that because you're literally doing it. In any case, you should be doing this at level 7 if you are playing this. If you're trying to look for Cho'Gaths and Malzahars, you have a higher chance of hitting these units at level 7. So no reason to roll at 6 here. You're rolling for literally nothing. It's just Rek'Sai that you're rolling for here at 6, which is not worth it. Also, especially because you Nico the Alistar, which I mean feels like a pretty good tempo play. I mean, is Second Redemption, Sunfire. I mean, okay, so here in this spot, imagine you had taken Cloak, you would have a Gargoyle Stoneplate now, which is infinitely better. You see how taking Giant Spell, you only have one item that you would really like to build here, which is Morello's, where if you take Gargoyles, or if you take the Cloak, then you could, if you hit this Chain Vest, you can build Gargoyles, and if you hit another Cloak, then you can build Dragon's Claw. So just taking items that give you more options is better in most scenarios. Level 7 here, put in Rek'Sai. I'd rather put in the Swain, honestly, just to get Arcanist in. I don't think it's right to keep rolling. Lock the shop? I don't want to. Just buy him and sack 1 econ. I don't think it's worth locking the shop here to save 1 econ. Looks like you're very... Because, I mean, you never do this, right? Because locking the shop, you're giving away a reroll in order to hold the shop. You can buy these 3 units and lose 1 econ, or you can lock the shop and then lose a free reroll, which is 2 gold. So you're losing 2 gold to save 1 gold. So no reason to lock the shop if it's ever going to stop you from making 1 econ. You should always just buy these units and drop the econ. Okay. I don't think you Nico's the Cho'Gath here. I don't think it's enough of a spike that you really care that much. Like, getting Cho2 here is good. I would much rather just use this on my last Cho'Gath to hit a Cho'Gath 3 than my third Cho'Gath, basically. Because the more Cho'Gaths you get, the less Cho'Gaths are going to be in the pool, which means the lower chance you're going to be to get future Cho'Gaths. So using it on the last Cho'Gath is actually much more valuable than using it on the third Cho'Gath. Because we have such a strong board, I mean, I'm kind of down to just go 8 right here and stop, like, and not even roll, and just go fast 9. Because our board is so good, and because, like, you play a very, I guess, like, tempo, like, aggressive style, but this means your board's not going to cap out as highly, because, like, if you save that Nico's, it makes getting, like, a potential Kaisa 2 late game much higher chance, potential Cho 3 or Mal's 3 if you end up going for that. So I think you should just save the Nico's there and be a little bit more greedy in this spot. But I agree on the item slam. I think it's Sunfire. Okay, so rolling at 7 means that we're definitely looking to just play this reroll variation, which is totally fine. I think in this spot, that makes sense. And this guy looks like they're trying to go fast 9. Or maybe not. I guess we'll see. They're just still level 7. I'm just saying that because they have a Kaisa, but maybe they're not. We'll see. But that would be nice if they didn't contest you. You should... Oh, and this isn't even the mutant player. So there's at least 3 mutant players in this lobby, unless that person pivoted out. That's kind of scary. So you should definitely be scouting the 2 mutant players every turn to see how many mutants they're holding. Sword or Tear here? Okay, so it's just Sword here. Absolutely. Ooh, gotta be Sword. Yeah, gotta be Sword for a mana item. I don't care that it combines on a Kassadin. I'm not looking to find Kassadin 3. Really good hits. Yeah, it's just Shojin, and then play that on Malzahar. No. I mean, I'm not gonna build... You don't want to build a Kassadin 3 with the sword on it. You want to just build a Shojin. Because, like, if you build a Kassadin 3, then you're losing access to the sword. So you definitely just build Shojin on Malzahar here. But I mean, it's a really strong board. This Cho'Gath is just demolishing people. He stacked early, and he is popping off. And I think it's totally fine to just slow roll at 7 like you're doing. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, just take Mutant Crown first. And I mean, the only issue is you actually have to push levels to get in to make use of the other mutant. Like you actually have to level up twice and go 9 to put in 7 mutant because you're playing the Alistar, which is really awkward. And because you're so close, I would just play down a mutant emblem for a few rounds and try to find this Malzahar. Like I imagine you'll do. It's pretty awkward to just play without one of these mutant emblems, but I think it's what you have to do. Like the other option is just look to go 9 here, but your 3 Malzahars off, your 5 Chose off, which isn't ideal. But I mean, the fact that your 3 Malzahars off, I think it's worth. But you should definitely move the sword over onto Malzahar and make Shojin. I mean, I guess you can wait, but I'm pretty sure Shojin is the best. It is the best mana item in long fights. Blue buff will make him cast slightly faster, but Shojin is the best item over multiple casts. Okay, so you make the choice. Oh, BT blue buff? I don't know if maybe it's fine. I think I probably would have gone with Shojin Chalice, and the Chalice wouldn't go on Malzahar. But I can see BT blue buff here. I actually kind of like it. Okay, I'm fine with BT blue buff. Okay, so now we are going 8 here, which is not bad either. Just get in like Echo. And then you can make him a mutant, though he'd lose gold for it. You also you don't actually have corner protection here with Kha'Zix. Like it looks like you have Blitzcrank protection, but you don't because this is a Kha'Zix and he's just going to jump. So you should swap Kha'Zix and Kassadin so that you actually have hook protection. Yeah, I mean the reward for going 9 is huge. Your 3 Malzahars off, but you can always find those at 9. It is a really hard choice. You should definitely slam the blue buff. Whether you should like go 9 or roll more at 7 to just try to find this mouse 3 and be done with it. I mean leveling here really didn't do anything for your comp. I think me personally, I would have just rolled and tried to find mouse 3. But I think what you did here is totally fine to just push levels. Like I think both of those choices are equal. I don't know why you're so reluctant to slam blue buff here. And yeah, we're also still getting Blitzcrank hooked if we fight anyone with Blitzcrank. Like the blue buff is a huge spike for Malzahar. You should definitely slam it. Yeah. But yeah, it's really tough to say between Shojin, because Shojin is better in long fights, but BT is a better item to slam than Chalice, I think. I mean, Chalice is still nice, but we get a decent amount of AP from the mutant buff already. So I think I'm fine with either one. Okay. I mean, if you're gonna go 8, you shouldn't roll at 8. Because going 9 is a huge power spike for you, because then you can get in 7 mutants. So if you are gonna go, if you aren't gonna roll at 7 for Malzahar, I wouldn't roll at all. I would just go fast 9. So I think it's a bit bad to do like a little bit of both here, where you level at 8 and then roll at 8. You should just go 9 and get in your 7th mutant. Morellis is really good. Trapclaw could be okay. I guess it's probably just Trapclaw then. Or Zephyr. Zephyr's really good too. Zeke's, or not Zeke's, Zz'Rot? I don't think it's ever Zz'Rot. Your board has infinite frontline. I think you need to worry about your backline, which you can use Zephyr to deal with like their carries, or you can use Trapclaw to protect your Malzahar better. I don't think it's ever Zz'Rot. Zz'Rot is really good when you're lacking in frontline, but your comp has so much. I mean, it gives you a little bit more stall for Elderwood, but I don't think you're ever like, oh, these fights are ending instantly with your huge Cho'Gath and your Alistar. I don't think you're also under that much pressure to just roll it down here. So I think it's okay. We also still haven't scouted any other boards to see like how many Malzahars they're holding. It's definitely something we should do. I mean, it looks like we're okay, but we should definitely be scouting and seeing like if there are a bunch of other Malzahars out of the pool. I'm also down to just sell Rek'Sai Alistar here and make 50. Because I don't think our chance of hitting Rek'Sai through Alistar, especially the Sivir, just still Sivir, Rek'Sai, or Sivir Alistar. I mean, you can roll a little bit here. You're one off Mal's. Yeah, I mean, you would love to get the Ahri in, but there was no reason to do all of this rolling if you're not going to roll for Mal's 3. So yeah, it's like kind of like going back and forth. I think you need to commit to one way of playing in this spot, right? Either choose to roll at 7 and find Mal's 3, or go 9. But by doing both, I don't think you're in that good of a spot. Wow, that is a very good item. That's insane, actually. Okay. Well, you have IE for Malzahar. I mean, it's always going to be on Mal's. With the IHG, yep, going 9 looks good. But yeah, I just wouldn't have rolled as much. Getting an Ahri looks good. I was afraid. I was so afraid you were going to put on the Kha'Zix. It's definitely better on Malzahar, right? You're about to hit Malzahar 3. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could see in this fight if there's any way Cho'Gath does more damage than Malzahar. Or not Cho'Gath, Kha'Zix does more damage than Malzahar. He might be better right now. But definitely once you hit Malzahar 3, the Infinity Edge is going to be so much damage that I feel like it's definitely Infinity Edge slam on Malzahar because we have the JG. And I mean, Mal's still outdamaged the Kha'Zix, even with Infinity Edge on Kha'Zix. Yeah, I think it was definitely Infinity Edge, Mal's. I'm down to get Victor in over Ahri. Yep, looks good. Yeah, probably roll here. You're not. It's not that you're never hitting that. It's just kind of unlikely, but I'm fine making it actually. Yeah, I mean, this is a situation where, like, by the way, like if we hadn't just slammed that Nikos on a Cho'Gath earlier, we would already have Malice 3 for like, 6 rounds or whenever we got it. So that's why kind of like grading a Nikos for your last unit as opposed to like one of the first ones is generally better. But overall, things looking pretty good. Probably gonna hit a Malice 3. I mean, judging the strength of the lobby, I mean, I don't know what this guy's board is who's win streaking. You can sell one of those to roll. Or I mean, yeah, you should definitely hold that. I mean, maybe we're gonna hit Kha'Zix 3 here. Actually kind of crazy. But I mean, you're one off Mal's 3 versus like infinite off Kha'Zix 3. So it was still definitely slam the IE on Malzahar. I mean, once you hit Kha'Zix 3, it's definitely better to have it on Kha'Zix instead of Mal's. And if by some like insane situation you end up hitting Kha'Zix 3 before Mal's, then I guess it's chill. Static Shiv isn't bad. Last Whisper, like generally Kha'Zix doesn't like Last Whisper. The thing is, Malzahar's ability already reduces magic resist. So maybe it is just Last Whisper here. I mean, we're not getting another item, so I guess it's just Last Whisper for Kha'Zix. And if not that, then it's the static. But yeah, we'll take Last Whisper. The only takeable item here. I guess theoretically, oh, it was on a Malzahar. Okay, I'm blind, but yeah, then it was absolutely take it. It's a little bit awkward, but you definitely want your Mal's 3, so. Looks good to me. All right. And I mean, I imagine we can go first with this comp. At the level of like a random platinum lobby. There are definitely lobbies where like this comp wouldn't go first. But like judging by the amount of fights that you're winning and the HP totals of everyone else, it's probably a first, I imagine. I mean, this might be the last fight, so I would probably roll here and try to find the Kha'Zix. This is if you win, the game could be over. I mean, it might still be. This is a double kill. Okay, double kill. It's a first. It's not a bad game. I think there are definitely some things that could have been done better. Like I talked about a little bit, a lot of the rolling was a bit weird. I think you need to think about what units you're actually rolling for and what the best level to roll for them is. Like you definitely shouldn't have rolled at 5 here. If at anything, you should roll at 6. But I also think you can just be greedy in these situations and not roll at 6. I think you can be a little bit greedier with your Nikos. I think it was totally fine to Nikos the Alistar, but Nikosing to hit Cho'Gath 2, I think is not correct. Yeah, I think generally the way that you played, like I would have thought about playing Arcanists from here. But I mean, the Triggeth with Redemption is really good, so I don't feel too bad about that. Like that's pretty great. Yeah, those are my main thoughts on this game, I think. But overall, like pretty well played. I also think Disintegrator over Bruiser Crest was. I mean, I don't. Maybe you needed the damage, but I think Bruiser Crest scales so well with Elderwood Mutant that I think it was Bruiser, or it's Bruiser, the one they gave you too, the Prismatic, right? Versus Disintegrator, it's not like you're auto attacking that much. Though it does give you some damage. It's not the worst, but I would take Bruiser over it, I think. And yeah, I think the IE should have gone here. And then you would have even had the Last Whisper would have popped off, and you could have put Last Whisper here. But yeah, I would have done more damage there. But yeah, pretty good first game. Let's get into the next game. And when did I say we started at 16? So quick maths, it's been 29 minutes so far, about to be like 30 minutes, I think. Okay, so I'm making good time. I want to do 3 VODs in an hour and a half, so 30 minutes per VOD. So I'm making good time. We're chilling. All right, let's queue up the next game. I don't know which person you are. Someone took a Cassidon, so we should scout Mutant after the carousel. Oh, and you did immediately. Perfect. Okay, great job. Glove Start. I don't really love Glove Start in general, just because I feel like the items you slam out of Glove Start aren't great. Last Whisper is obviously really good, like the most appealing one, but just crit items in general, they tend to need to scale. Okay, so here's the issue. I love Yordles, but you have Last Whisper Slam. You probably want to play something AD. Yordles are best with an AP start. That being said, I would still just buy the Yordles here, because I think they're quite good. You don't have to sell the Jarvan, but it doesn't bother me that much. It's pretty likely that you're going to sell them. It's very likely. All right, what do we get here? Tier? Could be something AP then. Pretty sure it's Uplink here. I think this augment is really good and really flexible. Someone got Scrap, someone got Tome. We should check what that person gets off the Tome. Bruiser Heart's also pretty decent, maybe? But yeah, I think it's just Uplink here. Very straightforward to play here. Small optimization, but I would buy the Ziggs, put this in, and then wait until the round starts and buy the next Zigg so that you don't have to commit to playing the Camille, because we might want to actually sell this Camille for something else. We'll see. If you get a Corki, I wouldn't feel bad about just Last Whisper, or not Last Whisper, Static Super Slam. Oh, okay. Interesting units. I think I'm down to sell the Senna pre-level? No, I mean, the Senna is a really good Last Whisper holder. It's a bit of an awkward opener. We don't have, like, any, like, really good direction. Like, I kind of want to play AP from this spot with Static Shiv. We could also just slam nothing. Or we could look at slamming Last Whisper. I mean, just the fact that we had the Ziggs too, but I mean, that's not a huge reason to play AP from this spot. And this is a split second decision, so let's see what you do. Maybe just nothing. I mean, there's not too much wrong with just doing nothing here. Ezreal is nice. With Ezreal here, I am kind of down to sell Senna and level for Ez here. Scrap is quite good with Uplink, and then just spread all my items out. Okay, we're not gonna win this fight then if we don't level. That's not the end of the world. I had the Jarvan, probably. You should definitely use whatever gold you have left to buy units. Ooh, Ezreal 2? Alright, I am down. I am 1,000,000% down to level here and play around this Ez. Okay, so it's an AD spot. Just sell the Ziggs. You don't need another Ziggs. I mean, you might at some point. Last Whisper and then slam. I wouldn't tier the Ez. I would tier the Ziggs. Because you might want to move this tier over to an Echo later, but keep the Ez if you end up playing Innovators. You should also, as you can see, when the Chalice, because you rolled a Chalice here, you should have had the Ez 1 hex to the left so that he would Chalice a unit. In general, with scrap units, you want them to be surrounded because there's a lot of aura augments items that you can roll. You also would have gotten cybernetic value. Buy the Singed tier, by the way, 100%, 1,000,000%. I mean, I guess you're not thinking of playing Innovators at all, but that's a little bit sus. think you should definitely look at the possibility of playing Innovators. What did the Tome person have? They still haven't slammed it. Okay, but it's something we want to keep checking up on. Is that a second Tome person, or did you click on them again? Tome? Tome? And this person got Bodyguard. Okay. Just worth checking out, though. You can ult do Senna's, but it's going to grief your econ really hard. So I am down to just make gold. The chance of hitting Senna 2 is pretty low, and I also think Senna 2 is not that insane of a unit. If it was 2 Lucians, I would probably ult them, just because I have a bit of a problem, or like 2 Malzahars, but yeah, I think the Senna's... Why? Hold the Singed. And there's no 12 gold interest threshold. You should definitely hold 2 units on your bench. Probably the Singed plus Camille. Making 12 gold is not useful. But I mean, I like the idea of making 10. I just don't like the idea of making 12. Okay. Giant Spell here, probably. Or no, I'm down to just take this and have Frozen Heart done. But this is why, like, slamming the tier on Ezreal is rough, right? Because now, like, imagine we see an Echo soon. Like, we can't use it. Definitely level for the Corki here. It's a bit of an awkward early board. I feel like we should take a lot more damage here. Don't sell my Ez. He's a way better item hold than this Corki. I would have just leveled for the Corki. Corki's okay. If you can get Twin Shot in, he's an okay AD holder, but it's definitely Ezreal is a better AD holder. So I would have just leveled for Corki here. Wow, we actually still win while not leveling and playing this Corki. It's so greedy, but I mean, it works here. There's a Poppy. We're probably going to sell the Lulu. We had Darius over the Swain, but I really want to hold the Swain for later, because if we can get an Illusion, then our board is really good. So we're probably just going to sell the Lulu and hold the Ziggs. Seems fine. But yeah, I mean, our board's going to, like, we're definitely going to lose a fight soon. I think this is a bit too greedy of a play. I think we should just play around the Ezreal, and we should have just leveled for Corki. Sell the Lulu every time. With the Darius, I guess. Ideally, we get Blitzcrank, but Darius would be okay. Wayne 2? I'm down to just build this. We're going to have to move the item from it later, but he's going to be really strong for now. If we had the Ziggs, we could have pulled the Ziggs and made Frozen Heart Swain, which would be kind of nice. It might not be worth it, though. So if we get... Okay, we should sell and make income here. Yeah, you should absolutely sell and make income here. You don't need the Vex in this spot. The only thing you really care about is the Poppy, but you already had... yeah, you got 6 gold and you had 5 already, I believe. So you should just sell and make 40. Poppy 2, okay, and Lucian is perfect. Well, we just hold on to the Lucian, and the next level we're going to level and play the Lucian. Then we're chilling. And then ideally later, Blitzcrank over GP a little bit, but we have no Blitzcrank yet, and I'm very happy to just play this Lucian. So, kind of chilling. Yo, this video has no audio. I mean, it's kind of chill because I had the audio off on the last one. It's totally fine to lose this fight. You don't want to level here, you want to level next round. I think the Vexes are a bait. I think in the twin shot version of the comp, you just play these 3 Yordles exactly like you have. Because if you can get a Blitzcrank, you have a great front line. I mean, I think in this spot, I'm still not crazy about getting in Vex here. I think Poppy is stronger. Yeah, I don't think this makes your board any stronger. You need a level. You need a level to 6 at 3-2. Most games. It's just like a kind of general, it's not a rule, right? I mean, okay, it's a rule, but rules are made to be broken. But it is a rule to level to 6 at 3-2, most games. And you can discern for yourself when you need to do that versus when you don't need to do that. But I think in this spot, you definitely should do that and just get this Gangplank in. I also think you made your board weaker by playing Vex over Ziggs. Over the Ziggs too. I think this is actually a bit weaker. You don't need to play Vex in this version of the comp. Like maybe if you want to end up playing like Twin Shot Arcanists, then You could do that, but I just don't think that comp is very good. I'd much rather just find a Blitzcrank and play like a really strong, like you get in Scrap, you get in Bodyguard, and you just have a really strong, solid comp. Blue Battery here? I also don't like the Static Shift Slam, because what the heck are we playing from this spot? Like, I'm definitely, with the items prior to this, I was definitely thinking of playing some kind of AD board. Like, Sivir uses both these items well, but generally with Sivir, you want to either slam a Static Shiv and play, like, the 6 Hextech more, like, AP damage variant, or you want to slam a Last Whisper and, like, AD items, but I don't like both of these items at the same time. I think Blue Battery is the most... like, the best spike here. I think, actually, in terms of, like, win rates, Tiny Titans here is quite strong. Yeah, I think it's, yeah. It's actually the highest win rate augment in this, out of those three that you could have taken, I believe. Yeah. And I don't think Blue Battery does that much for you, so I'd feel fine about taking Tiny Titans here. Okay, here you should 1,000,000%. I still want to play just the Poppy 2 as a Poppy 2. Also, you're going to get your Corki hooked. But yeah, you should definitely level for GP. Don't get your Corki hooked. I would just put GP in the corner, if anything. But I'd play this Poppy 2 over Gnar, and then you're not, like, worrying about the Socialite Hex as much, which is also just, like, making your positioning kind of suspect. But yeah, like, what comp really wants, like, Blue Battery, plus all these AD items? You should also make gold here. Sell the 2 Lulus. I would sell the Vex, but if you're not going to play the Poppy, then yeah, just sell that plus the 2 Lulus. Okay, good. Good. All right, let's see what we get off Carousel. I don't know what, like, direction you're trying to go with this. I would just be looking for, like, Sivir or Jhin items, just like generic AD items. So I'd be looking for Glove and Sword. So yeah, I would just grab the glove there. Okay, and if I can't grab the glove there, I would just grab the cloak here. That's okay for, like, Bramble Vest in this spot. I want to prioritize damage items here just because we have a lot of HP. So, like, I mean, we need a carry with 3 items ideally. And we have... I don't think these 2 items can really go on the same unit very well. So, yeah. All right. Let's... I mean, the board's not weak. I think we could have had a slightly stronger board. It's nice that the GP's farming a Symphonic Gold. I'm interested to see where you take this comp. I think there's a lot of ways you could take it. With the Static Shift Slam, it makes it a bit more, like, awkward. X2, Vi? Okay, not bad. Okay, so you level, I mean... gives you Striker. I mean, you're spending 2 gold here to potentially preserve your win streak, which is worth it. It's definitely worth it. I would have scouted a bit. I don't hate this play, though. You should still be positioning so that this doesn't happen. Just let... I mean, GP's doing good work. You can let, like, Rek'Sai get hooked. You gotta win this. Look, well, I don't know if Rek'Sai made the difference here. We should definitely scout and see if Rek'Sai is going to make the difference in these fights. I can't say whether or not Rek'Sai did, but it seems like it was a pretty big win, so you probably didn't even need to level and play Rek'Sai. But I like the idea. I like the thought to play aggressively here for a win streak. Ooh, Sivir, pivot. Pivot time. Time to pivot. Time to pivot to the Civet. Yeah, I mean, I'm down at this point to just sell Corki, put items on Sivir, and we're chilling. And we can potentially hold the Alistar, but I don't really want to play it. I want to play around the Striker version. But, like, if we hit an Alistar too, that's something. Yeah, I mean, this is part of why I don't like slamming Static Shiv here, because we would much rather Guinsoo on Sivir. Like, we could have best in slot Sivir items. If we had taken the Cloak off Carousel and we hadn't slammed this, then we would right now literally just have QSS, Last Whisper, Guinsoo, which is best in slot Sivir. I would hold the Braum as well. But yeah, definitely sell there. I agree with that. Our items are kind of scuffed here, so we can't really slam anything right now. You have 2 Yordles in. This in for Striker obviously makes sense. Rek'Sai doesn't really care. I still would have liked to have the Poppy, and then we could just get Brahmin easily. You're getting this in for Yordle, which doesn't. It's not the worst, but you should still have her cornered so that your server's getting hooked. You need to just, if you're not going to scout for Blitzcranks, which is totally fine because it's hard to scout every single round, especially when you're doing like figuring out your board and stuff. But just default to having Sivir here and then a unit in the corner to protect her, because now she's getting hooked, and like she's not all your damage, but she's a decent bit of your damage. And instead of killing like 3 or 4, you're gonna kill like 2, 3. Okay, but I mean, you know that if your Sivir didn't get hooked, you could have killed more. Gnar. I mean, because we naturaled Sivir one, you don't need to roll it all here. Because Sivir's just such an insane unit right now. Getting nerfed next patch, so we'll see. But you don't need to roll it all, because Sivir 1 is stable. I also think even if Sivir 1 wasn't that insane, this is like a pretty decent board with Vex 2, Swain 2. So I don't think you need to roll a lot. Dude, this guy has 7 Innovators in at 4-2. That's disgusting. That's unlucky. That's an insane board. Alright, but we just have to cycle him around. Ooh, a Kai'Sa. I mean, I don't think you need to get distracted by the Kai'Sa, though. There's no way it's coming in here. So we just chill. I wouldn't do anything here. You don't need to roll, but oh my god, what a good chop this is. Holy crap. But you don't need to roll. I would just roll at 8 here. I mean, this makes, yeah, the board a lot stronger. You can just sell the GP. I mean, you don't have to sell it now. It doesn't make a difference. All right, huge win. Well, it's a good win. I don't know if I'd call it huge. Sword or bow here, ideally. Or cloak. If you can't get one of those 3, it's an 8th. Okay, there's a bow left. Ooh, your items are going to be so scuffed. Yeah, the Jinx is a good take. I mean, it's a great unit. I'm surprised no one else took it. I still would have prioritized an item over the Jinx, but I mean, hitting Jinx is great. I guess you're going to play Alistar too for now. Yeah, I would just, yeah, sell that. I mean, I guess we have 4 Hextech in, which is fine. Down to just level for the most, I mean, we have Vi in here, and we hit a Vi too, so it also just makes Jinx, like playing Jinx difficult, but we do want to take the Vi out later and end up playing Jinx because she's really good in this comp. Yeah, I mean, I think you can make the argument for not rolling here. I think we probably could have gone 8 and rolled a bit here if we hadn't rolled so much at 7. Plus, we didn't even really hit anything at 7. Stay United, Phalanx, Exiles. Wow, these are all great. Probably just Phalanx. You're not going to have that many traits in, most likely. So I don't think Stan's going to do that much for you. Yeah. Looks good. But yeah, since we're chilling right now, we'll just chill for a little bit longer. I don't care to put Alistar on the Hex. Wait. Did we level and put Jinx in? I mean, we're only stacking 1 gold to do it, but the problem is this turns off Vi's buff. Like, I would just put in Rek'Sai over this. I don't think you should have Vi plus Jinx in here. So, it's a struggle. Alright, that was a good Shroud, though. Also, I don't agree with slamming Shroud on Jinx here. She could have much better items, and it means we're, like, guaranteed to never have 3 Sivir items. Well, maybe not never, but not by Raptors. Whereas if we hold that glove, it can be IE, it can be Quicksilver. Like, yeah, I don't agree with slamming Shroud there. I like to slam Shroud. Shroud's a great slam after you have all your like core items built, but when you're lacking damage items, I don't think it's right. But we have a lot of gold. Hopefully we get good items off Raptors. We shall see. Alright, good scouting. Getting an idea for what the other boards are. Okay, I mean, it looks like your items would have been trash either way. Like I said, if we hadn't slammed Static Shiv and if we had taken Cloak off Carousel, we would have best in slot Sivir items. Instead, we have nothing in slot, which is a bit bad. Which is a bit unfortunate. We can buy Aurelia here, which is really good, and then I'm just going to keep rolling. Ideally, we get in an Echo, and then we can slam Morellos on him. So I think we shouldn't have slammed this. I mean, I guess we don't really want another, we definitely don't want another, like we could slam Bramble Vest if we unslam this. We don't want another Bramble. Though, like, if we hadn't slammed this, we could have put Glove on Jinx and then have Thief's Gloves Jinx. And then our option would have been Locket plus Sunfire Cape, which might have been the best bet. I don't know. I mean, Shroud is quite good. The problem is what do you build here? It's either Morello's plus another Shroud, or it is... I mean, it's not JG Sunfire. So, I mean, I think it's just Morello's. The other option is Banshee's Claw plus Locket, which is quite good. I think it's just Morello's plus another Shroud. The only issue is we're not going to have a lot of offensive items. But in any case, just buy Aurelia here. We should figure out items. Like, even though I paused and talked that all out, you should roll first and then slam items later. Because you can slam items in the middle of a fight. You can't slam items. You can't roll in the middle of a fight. Or, I mean, I guess you can, but I think this is the worst case scenario. I don't think JG is a very good Jinx item. Yes, it increases the damage on her ult, but there's just infinitely better items on Jinx, I think. So, yeah, I would say Sunfire JG is my least favorite item slam out of all of those. But you live and you learn. I just feel like it's not that strong. Natural Sivir. That's so nuts. If we're Striker here over these two units, maybe? The fact that they're upgrade makes me almost want to just not. But we're losing out on so much. Just the rival fact that we're playing Jinx plus Vi is so sad. But like these two, it might be weaker, but it might be stronger as well. Vi is literally 0 synergies. She's actually only just negative synergies. And this is just getting us 4 Hex Tech, which I don't think is that big of a deal. It's okay with Lucian though. The Twin Shot is good. I think I would get these two units in. I think I would get in Vi plus Rek'Sai here over these two. It's a bit hard though. Just getting in 4 Striker is quite big. And getting in Scrap. But I also... I mean, we should have rolled more at 8. Yeah. I mean, we do need to roll down. We need to find our comp, honestly. You want to get to the 4 Striker version of the comp that runs Scrap, that runs Braum. You should definitely hold Braum, because Braum is so much better as a frontline unit than Vi. Yeah, I mean, you really want to just roll down and find your comp here. And that comp, I mean, it's cutting like your whole board. But you're playing these units. You want to find a Jarvan, which you don't have, so that's probably never happening. So you could play Rek'Sai instead of that as your 4th Striker, and then you're getting in Braum plus Blitzcrank plus Echo, so that you can get in 4 Scrap. So this will all change with the new patch. There may be a new best saver comp, but you should definitely hold Braum and Blitz. You should be aware of what the best comp is in this spot, and I do think there is just a best comp to look for here with Sivir, and I don't think this variation, the 4 Hextech variation, is it. If you're going to play Hextech, 6 Hextech is big. QSS is a great Sivir item. Renan's is a great Sivir item. I'll take one of those two. Well, you're going to be forced to take one, so that's kind of good. All right, QSS looks good to me. If we'd sent Banshee's Claw earlier, we could have taken Renan's and felt a little better about it, but I don't feel bad about this at all. Buy the Jarvan. The Jarvan's huge, because he's a Hextech Striker, so you can get him for Striker. Like, imagine a world, right, where you bought that Jarvan in shop instead of rolling over it. You could now take out this Swain that's doing literally nothing for you. Get in Jarvan. You don't even have to drop out of your precious 4 Hextech, even though I really don't care for 4 Hextech here. And you're going to get 4 Striker. It's huge. And then you can also move this item over to Alistar. You should definitely have bought the Jarvan. But, sometimes you're just like blind to units. Not like you, like the royal you. Like sometimes I'm just blind to units. It happens. But you should be looking for Jarvans in this scenario, definitely. But yeah, I would have rolled a bit more as well. I mean, I don't think slow rolling at 8 here is the play. I don't think your board's that strong. And I think you would just like to get to the strongest version of this comp. Which is finding a Braum 2, finding a Blitzcrank 2, finding an Echo. So, yeah. And finding that Jarvan that we already found. You can corner Sivir now in this case, by the way. You don't need the Gnar as bait. Okay, the pre-level to 9 is pretty tragic. I mean, it's not that weak of a board, but I think in different lobbies you would take even more damage for playing this board. Like, I think we should just be looking for the optimal board. It would be nice to have. I mean, you could play double Jinx, I guess. You could have Ek in the. I, I mean, you're still rivaling yourself. I think you're rival blind this entire game. Or I mean, like maybe you're making the call that playing the 2-star Vi is worth it, but I don't even know if that's true. I'd also make gold here. Who cares about the? We're never hitting Sivir 3. So I'd make gold here. Wait, did we not buy? Okay, we bought the Jinx. Okay, there's a Jinx. You're literally on top. Your cursor's on top of the Jinx. Okay. What? Was that a misclick? I think it was. It looked like you were trying to put it on the Lucian. It's unfortunate because now we have a Zephyr on the bench. But I mean, since our last fight's coming up soon, you can definitely look at selling the Jinx and just cutting your loss, and because like the difference between like this Jinx isn't gonna do anything for you. But I mean, you roll here, and ideally you just hit Jinx too. To just infinite units that I would just put in over this Vi so that you aren't losing out on the rival bonus for Jinx. Like Silco here is amazing. Jace in that last shop would have been fine. Yeah. But yeah, I would just sell Jinx. You could sell either one, right? And then you can cheese, but you definitely need to Zephyr here. Ideally, hitting the Cinder would be amazing. I think the Vi will hit it. Third row. I think Vi's hitting this Hex, which means it's 50-50 between these two. You really want to hit the Cinder, though, obviously. It's the Sivir they have, or not Sivir, but Syndra. They have everything on. Like Zephyring the Syndra, I mean, you might. It looks like you're winning the fight. It's actually so close, but yeah, it looks like you're gonna win the fight without it. But I mean, that's pretty greedy to not Zephyr her. I know you want this Jinx too, but you just got to go for it. I mean, it's the Cinder has no mana item, so that's why in those fights. This is good news. The QSS is also like at least Sivir can't be thrown. I mean, versus the Cinder player, this positioning is kind of inting, I think. I would just frontline the Alistar. I mean, I know you want to get Phalanx on everyone else, but like grouping up super hard on Cinder, who is an AoE champion, I think is pretty scary. It's nice that you have Alistar, though, who can't be thrown. That's like pretty big. Are we winning this fight? Yep. Okay. But yeah, I don't think you should group up versus that person. Like, if they're a bit stronger, I think you can definitely lose that fight by grouping. Another Sivir item? RFC? It's not terrible. I think it's still Renan's, I'm pretty sure. But RFC's not bad. Alright, we've greeted this Jinx for 10 years. We're gonna hit soon, right? Yeah. I think we should be making use of this Zephyr every single round. That's really unfortunate. But I don't think you intended for the swap to look like this. I mean, Sivir's kind of okay, but we're playing down an item all of these fights because we're not using the Zephyr, which is a bit sad. Like, maybe if you Zephyr the dragon, there's some chances? Probably not. It's pretty tough, but we should definitely be using the Zephyr, giving ourselves at least a fighting chance. Maybe if you Zephyr the dragon, you can just run down. This person has like no front line without the dragon, so maybe you Zephyr the dragon. I mean, I guess they have a Jace too sitting here, and you can like tear through their team. I don't know. It's pretty tough. Okay, that's a second. Overall, once again, pretty decent. But yeah, I talked through a lot of my thoughts on item slams. Yeah, I just don't think these two, like, you have to think about like what the item slams are gonna mean for your late game comp. Like, I think these two items are great slams on their own, but together they are really hard to like reconcile. Like, how are you going to use a comp that uses these two items? It just doesn't really work that well. Just because like, yeah, there's no like hybrid damage. I mean, there are some hybrid damage comps, right? Like Sivir is a little bit, like Snipers is a little bit, like Snipers is probably the best one, right? You can put this item on Jhin and you can put this on Orianna or MF or Zeri. But like I would have much rather just committed to slamming AD items. And we could potentially have had a Guinsoo's, and then if we'd taken that cloak off Carousel, we could have had a QSS, which would have been really nice. We would have better Sivir items. Also making use of the Zephyr, obviously. Also some of the weird leveling stuff. I mean, I don't think it was too bad, but I don't think we needed to do some of like the small rolls that we did at the beginning of stage 4. I think just because Sivir is so strong right now, you're stable on Sivir. Though I'm recording this literally the night before the new patch comes out. Though I mean Sivir 1 is still gonna be like Sivir 1 is unnerfed, so Sivir 1 is still gonna be insanely stable. So I mean we'll see if they nerf Sivir 1 at any point. Like I think this board is still stable. So you don't really have a need to roll here. You can just save up all this gold for going 8 and finding Sivir 2. So that is that. All right, game 3. Give it up for game 3. And also I think we're at exactly an hour if my timing is correct. So I think we're gonna get through all these in the perfect amount of time. All right, tier Ezreal start, Scout Mutant, it's Metamorphosis. Fine one. I mean, you did well with that Mutant in the other game. I don't think it's the best one. I'm just gonna turn the sound off for this one as well. But yeah, all right. I mean, I'm down for Ziggs too. Yeah, I think these are all the correct units to hold, so that looks good to me. Not much to scout at this point. Okay, so sword glove tier start is kind of interesting, especially with these. So win rate wise, Shrug It Off is one of the highest is the highest win rate first pick augment in the game. It's not that bad here. If I take Shrug It Off, I'd really like to play Renata Bruiser's angle. The only issue is then Glove is pretty bad. You can also just take Shrug It Off and play like a Bruiser Sivir angle. So I would just take Shrug It Off here. I don't feel too bad about Treasure Trove though. Just because like maybe at some point Shrug It Off will be nerfed, but I think like in this spot you should look. You should you should look at augment win rates and using tactics.tools/augments. Not sponsored, but it's just a very good site. It's just a very good site. But yeah, you should be familiar with what the highest win rate augments are, because like taking Shrug It Off here, I mean it just makes the game better for you. You should just take the broken augments. I don't feel bad about summoning IE here though. I think this is totally fine. And then we definitely want to make gold. We would like to make gold, so I'd play a Singed over the Alawi. We could also, I mean, we want to get Yordles in. Is there a way we could have held all these Yordles and made gold? I mean, we would have had to sell the Innovators. It'd be hold, and that brings us down to 5 gold. Sell. It doesn't feel great, but sell, and then we get 3 gold off minions here. So we could have made 10 actually if we didn't put this Alawi in. It would be sell, and sell the Alawi. We would have made 10 and had 3 Yordles. So I think that's what you should have done, like bench management wise. And then I feel great leveling here, playing 3 Yordles. Yeah, this looks good. But yeah, we could have made 10 gold last round, which is a bit rough. We also should have just slammed the IE on the Ez with tier on it. I'm not sure why we like moved this Ez to our bench. Because we'd be scrapping the tier now, we'd be in a pretty good spot. And then I'm down to make... It's so rough. Like, you really want to make 10 here. I'm down to make 10 here and sell the Singed. The Singed pair is nice, but I would just take the guaranteed econ. Some people could maybe disagree. Poppy 2 here is amazing, obviously. Buy that. And then yeah, this should just be our board for now. Okay, so we end up selling the Ez and playing the tier. I mean, it's unnecessary. Like, I mean, once you have that Ez with tier on your bench, I still I might have held it longer on our bench just because hitting S2 is huge. But I mean, you shouldn't ever be in that spot, right? You should have just slammed the IE on the Ezreal. And like, I guess you might be unfamiliar with the trick. But like, you can't slam IE just on this Ezreal with a tier because it's gonna make Shojin or it's gonna make Hodge. But what you do is you just slam IE on the Twitch, just any unit on your bench, sell it, and then you have the IE and you move it to Ez. So like, if you're not familiar with that, that's the way that you would do that so that you can have the item on Ezreal, even though he has a tier on him. But this looks fine. You have a good Yordle opener. Okay, so we sell the Singed now, so why didn't we just sell it and make 10 earlier? Like, selling it now is completely unnecessary. Because we can act like, if we're gonna keep it, we might as well like keep it now. It's not helping us make gold. Just sell the Twitch instead. I don't think there's any reason to value the Twitch over the Ez or the Singed. And I would even sell the Twitch and buy a Camille here. You could argue that Twitch maybe will be better, like Echo, random stuff, blah blah blah. I'm down for Sword. I'm down for Chain Vest. I'm down for Cloak. I'm not down for double tier. I don't see what double tier does for you here. If you slam blue buff here, I think, well, I mean, Corki's good. Getting Innovators in is nice. I mean, you have such a good Yordle opener. I mean, definitely play the Puppy. I mean, I guess you're going to be forced to. Because you could have potentially not played Innovators here, still made money, and played Corki. I mean, I guess you don't really have another unit to put in, which is the only struggle. I'm not super against playing Innovators here. I think Innovators here is fine, but I don't get why you grab the extra tier. You don't need a blue buff, and you're making 30 here if you win. This is pretty good. Okay, so this is another situation like the game last game. I think this is a weakness of yours. You're slamming items that don't really make that much sense together, like carry items. There's no unit in the game that uses Infinity Edge blue buff. The only possibility is if you find a Jeweled Gauntlet, then you can play an AP carry like a Ahri or a Victor. But Ahri, like, this is an even best in slot. Like Ahri, you really want like a Gunblade on. And they're good items for Ez right now, but they're not good item slams when looking towards late game. So I think you need to work on item slams, definitely. Like figuring out which items to slam with a late game plan in mind. I actually have a YouTube guide on it. If you go to my channel and look up Guide to Item Slamming, I actually have a guide on it that you should totally check out. I think it'll actually be very helpful for you. Echo here over Zilean. He's just a stronger unit. Or that as well. That's fine. Arguably even better. You should hold the Talon as well. I think our front line's a bit lacking. I think I would still play the Echo over Zilean, but I can see. I think Zilean is weaker here because we lack the front line, and also because Singed plus Echo really good synergy, right? Echo will ult the biggest clump, and then Singed flings a unit into that clump. So there's the synergy there. By the Talon though, to potentially have an assassin to put in, you might not. We'd have Talon pair here, which like a Talon 2 would be really nice. It's good like general scouting and seeing where everyone's at. That's pretty well done. Yeah. All right, like this could be Frozen Heart for Echo now, and then we could have another random item for potentially going on Ezreal. Instead, we're gonna have to slam a Bramble Vest, which isn't a bad slam. Okay, see, I mean, now that we have this, I think, yeah, you're definitely right that a Singe 2 is better than this this random Zilean. I think also you should just corner the Ziggs as the Blitzcrank bank bait and frontline Singed. But this isn't bad. And it works out pretty well in this fight because the Ziggs is taking all the Nocturne damage. So you can make an argument this is better. The only issue is Singed is gonna have to walk up in every fight. Okay. Probably level next round. Okay, Blitzcrank is great. Yeah, Blitzcrank is insane here. You level for Blitzcrank every time. You don't even sack any income to play it. Oh my god. Yeah, definitely play Blitzcrank. 4 scrap, 2 bodyguard. My only regret in life here is that we have slammed all our items, but I mean, we still get huge scrap shield on everyone, which is so nice. Force scrap will be nerfed next patch, but I mean, it'll still be strong. It'll still definitely be worth playing, like in a spot like this, but it will be nerfed next patch. Always sell Senna here. It's not guaranteed that you're playing here. You definitely want to just take the guaranteed 50 gold. Just Phalanx here, probably. Looks good to me. And this is just our board for a little while. It's not that strong. We're probably gonna have to roll at 7 and find someone to hold our items. I don't think it's roll at 6. I think you're gonna waste a lot of gold here rolling down. I mean, we hit a Sivir, but we're not even buying Sivir. I don't know what you're rolling for here. I think rolling down 20 gold here, like, decreases your potential placement in this game by, I don't know, like 2, maybe? I guess it depends on the lobby. Like, maybe you can get away with this, but like, if you end up in like a challenger lobby and you do this, I think your game is ruined. You're not gonna find Ezreal's rolling down at this spot. Yeah, I think you just have to save up your gold and go 7. There's just nothing to roll for at 6 there, really. Like maybe Echo too, but like you're just so far from hitting anything. Like maybe if you have an Ezreal pair, I can see this play. Rolling down all this gold. But even still, I'd be pretty against it. But you're like, even if you hit Senna 2, you don't really want to play it. There's just nothing to be played here. If you hit this 2-star, you can't play it. The only possibility is hitting Echo 2, which I don't think spikes your board enough to be worth that. So yeah, I think this really hurts your econ. I think it's not the right play. I think the right play is just go 7. Like, your board is weak. You will definitely have to roll at some point prior to 8 this game because you're carrying an Ezreal 1. But I mean, there's nothing you can do at this level right now. I think you just need to go 7 and then roll down. And I mean, you even found a Sivir while rolling down, which I would argue is a better carry. The issue is that you have to drop 4 scrap to play it. So like it might make your board weaker in general. Like, I can definitely see a world where you roll down, you find Sivir Jarvan, you just cut this. I mean, you could even cut the Singed, but he's a 2-star, so... I mean, between these two, I guess you would keep this in. Just for the potential of finding 4 scrap. Like, best case scenario, you find Sivir Irelia, cut, Sivir Irelia, and your board's, like, actually looking kind of good. So you still have this, blue buff slammed, which is kind of unfortunate. So yeah. What did we take off Carousel? Sorry, I was on a tangent. Because we have no items slammed. I would just take bow here for Sivir items. I'm not sure what the rod is doing. Ideally for like a Last Whisper, potentially. I mean, it's a great item to scrap on Echo, yeah. But I'd rather just... I think you need to guarantee your carry items first, in most situations. The rod is a good, like, sort of secondary item, sort of like utility item in this spot, because it's probably going to end up being a Morello's. But I think you just need to guarantee your carry items in this spot, which is Last Whisper, and then some third item. But yeah. Not a bad fight. Ezreal 2, or no, not even Ezreal 2. Ezreal 1 is still one heck of a unit, so he's doing some work, so that's good. Oh, we're still rolling at 6? I don't think this is right. We're going to roll all of our gold down to try to find an Ezreal 1. You can just pivot to Jhin. I would do it now, even. Sell, Jhin and Zillion in. Or I guess it's like... I mean, you didn't even hit... We haven't even hit Seraphine because we're rolling so much at this level. How would we get Jhin in here, ideally? I mean, ideally just at 7. But this is why, like, you could have just played more patiently, waited and gone 7. Oh, we should hold the MF as well. We hit Echo 2 here, but it's... We've rolled... But we didn't get it before the round, so it's not going to make Echo 2. But yeah, I mean, you're 30 gold, level 6 at 3-6. That's really rough. Like, when are you going to be able to go 8 this game? And we also just don't have carry items built. I mean, the blue buff is actually pretty good on Jhin, so that's upside. You can put Jhin in at 7, and then cut Singed for Zillion, and if we ever find a Seraphine, then we can play 5 Inno. That's good news. Oh, those are, I mean, those are kind of low roll items, I must say. Um, you haven't really done yourself any favors, but tier rod when we already have blue buff slammed, like it's never gonna be double blue buff. Death cap, is it? So I think we can literally slam none of these items. I would level here, put in this, and then put Zillion in over Singed. I don't think it's right to slam another blue buff. It's not the worst. It might be you have to. I would just greed these items and try to come up with something better. Like a Frozen Heart for Echo, and then like a Redemption. It's always Zillion over Singed here, by the way. You retain the Innovators, but you get in Clockwork. It's also a much better unit. Oh my god, that Jinx is so good. Wow. That's a high roll. Okay. And we hit Irelia. Wait, let's play 6 Scrap here. I am super down to play 6 Scrap from this spot. And then that could have been the solution to slamming all your items. Oh my god. But yeah, let's just play 6 Scrap here over Poppy plus Singed. And then next level is getting Zillion for Innovator plus Clockwork. I mean, we don't actually even need a lot of this stuff anymore. But yeah, just play 6 Scrap here. It's actually pretty strong. And like Poppy isn't doing that much. Singed isn't doing that much. Yeah, I would definitely get in 6 Scrap here and then scrap the Rod on... good question. I mean, I guess Ziggs for now? You probably win this fight with 6 Scrap in. And we're going to turn down 6 Scrap. I think it's quite strong. I think 6 Scrap is quite strong. It's definitely stronger than 3 Inno. I mean, this is also definitely a stronger board. You should have always been playing this. What did we just sell there? Wait, I'm blind. The Ziggs? Oh, okay. No 6 Scrap angle. That's okay. I think you're a bit tunnel vision on the Innovators here, but I think 6 Scrap is definitely stronger. But I mean, high rolling the Jinx actually kind of saves your game, because now your board's like decently strong. It's still gonna take you a while to go 8, but you're gonna like survive. Also, the boards you're playing into are not that strong. Sword? Bow? Can't take it. Giant Spell? For Morello's? The issue is I don't want to slam that many items, but I think it's probably worth just slamming the Morellos on Echo. It's a really good item on him. And now we're just gonna wait and try to go 8 layer. Ah! You don't need a Morello's to Jinx. Morello's Jinx's ult already provides healing reduction. So also like Morello's isn't as important on Echo, but you'd rather give Echo's ult healing reduction because it doesn't already have it. Whereas Jinx, you're giving an ult with healing reduction, so it doesn't really matter. Like here, you'd be getting healing reduction on their entire team here, whereas now you have to wait for Jinx's ult to come down, so you're missing like a few seconds of healing reduction that you could have. So that is something, though. You won the fight without it, so that's good news. You could also hold the Sivir. Portable Forge here kind of saves you. Scrap Crest is also really good. I'd probably take Portable Forge. I mean, I'd already be playing 6 Scrap in this spot. Because we're not, I think it's still Portable Forge. I don't think it's high 5. I mean, it gives you some gold. It's okay here. We can maybe hit Jinx too, but if we don't hit Jinx too, we're like literally playing down Augment. I mean, giving us Zeri is also quite good. It's just IE Jhin and then blue buff the Zeri. Yep, looks good. And I mean, I guess you can put in the... Yeah, it's definitely put in the Ez. Okay. I mean, high 5 kind of worked here. It actually looked pretty good. I think Portable Forge just to have another damage item. Just have a damage item, but I don't feel terrible about this high 5. It hit us actually pretty good units. Like we lucked out a little bit, right? Jinx and Zeri are the two that we're looking for, and everyone else kind of sucks. This Jace is pretty good. So we have like 3 good options, and the rest are bad. Like Victor's terrible, Tahm Kench is terrible, Kai'Sa's pretty bad. So it's kind of a... I mean, we expect to hit... If we have 3 good units to hit, then we expect to hit some of them, so... Not the worst. I still think I would have taken Portable Forge just to try to come up with some kind of damage item, like Collector Jinx. Or, I mean, really, we're just. I mean, even the Death's Defiance is also really good on Jinx. Mana Zane on Airy, perhaps? Yeah, that sounds pretty bad, actually. So it's really would just be ideally Collector or the other one that I just said, Death's Defiance. And we could have taken like Eternal Winter or the Randuin's. So I think it was that. But I mean, this is kind of working. So I can't completely fault it, but I don't think it's optimal. I mean, this is just the board minus this Poppy. This Poppy is not a real unit here. Ideally, this Poppy becomes Braum. You could theoretically play Silco, but then you have legit no front line. So, I mean, I guess this is the board that you have to play for now. And I mean, it looks like you're looking to go 9 with this board. I think the higher elo you get, like this board is just gonna get not completely destroyed, but I think this board is not like objectively stable enough to win a lot of rounds right now. So I think you should roll down at 8, find Braum 2, Jhin 2, Orianna 2. Yeah. But I mean we're chilling in this lobby, so that's good news. But I don't think in most cases I don't know if I even agree with this. I think the 4 scrap is better. Yeah, I think this is a weaker board actually. The bear is fine. But I mean the 4 scrap is actually like really crucial for keeping your team alive. So I think 4 scrap is strong here. I mean you can level and put Blitzcrank back in after this round, so that's good news. Zeke's is good. I would rather just like a real damage item. Oh, the sniper emblem? Giant Slayer then? Okay. I mean, a sniper emblem Jinx is kind of a grief because she jumps on the entire enemy team. So it's probably pretty bad to take sniper emblem anyway. Okay. You just level here for Blitz, and then you roll your like 3 gold, and you try to hit. Okay, we did not. But that's okay. Oh, I mean, I'm kind of down to hold Silcos in this spot. Though I guess who are you playing it over? And I really think 5 Innovators kind of unnecessary here, but you do want to play. Yeah, I think these 2 units are unnecessary, and you would just play 3 Innovator, play Silco, play like play Braum plus Silco, and that's your board. I think that's better than the 5 Innovator. I mean, yeah, Singed is a fake unit. It's just not strong enough at this phase of the game, so I would hold the Silco. And yeah, I mean, if I think the only time you ever have Singed in this late game, like this deep into late game, is if you're playing 7 Innovators. Okay, we get Jason, but we dropped Scrap. You just play Jace over Singed every time, not over Ezreal, because 4 Scrap is pretty important. I mean, it's a Singed too, but who cares? Yeah, dropping 4 Scrap is a mistake. But yeah, I mean, High Five gave us 1 Zeri that we're playing, and outside of that, it's done nothing for our board. I feel like Portable Forge would have been better. And I forget what the other option was, but I think that would have been good as well. We also passed over a Jhin there, which is... Oh, that's really good. You're gonna get gold off the dragon, so you don't need to lock this, but I guess you could lock it in case the dragon, like, for some reason bugs out and doesn't give you gold. But you always get gold from a 1-item dragon. So yeah, we didn't need to lock that there. It's a small optimization. Okay, well, we hit the Jinx. That's good news. I mean, that should definitely be good enough to top 4 us. Okay, so, I mean, that's a little better. That's like a point in the column of taking 5 High Five, because it made hitting Jinx easier. I still think, because now we have to play down this gold augment late game, I think it would have been better to take the augment that I was talking about that I've literally... Okay, Portable Forge, right? Imagine if you had one of those items on Jinx, though. You know, it's not the worst. It's not a complete like mistake or anything like that, so that's good. Good Shroud, getting the Jinx. Also good Blitzcrank hook. Pulled the Sivir, though then Jinx got distracted and didn't end up killing the Sivir, so we're gonna take Infinite. But it's gotta be top 4, right? Yeah, looking like probably a 4th. maybe. Nar3? Can we beat out this guy? That's the guy we just lost to. And we are fighting them again. I mean, you really just want to focus down. You just want to kill the Sivir once it gets pulled, but I don't know if we even can. I mean, they're going to let us pull the Sivir again, which is, like, very kind. But it's so tanky. I suspect this person is playing for scrap. 1, 2, 3. They have no echo. They're playing 3 scrap as well. I think this person should be playing 4 scrap over this random Jace. Oh, okay, but it's because Jinx rolled a locket. That's why they're so tanky. I was like, this is a huge shield for only being 3 scrap. But they should also be playing 4 scrap. Okay. So, it's a 4th. I think that game definitely could have been better. I think that a lot of the rolling that we did early game really messed up our late game income. Imagine how much gold you could have if you didn't roll down all of this gold at 6, trying to look for like an Ezreal too. Like we could just, if you want to roll, you can just roll at 7. And then potentially find like a Jhin or a Sivir or something. I don't think it makes any sense to roll at 6 here. I think the times when you want to roll at 6 are when you have like a decent number of pairs that you can hit, like 2 or 3 cost pairs that you can hit in the spot where we don't have any. So if you have a decent number of 2 and 3 cost pairs you can roll. Also, if you're like an immediate threat of dying at level 6, if your word's like literally nothing, you can roll a few times just to find units to play. But we have a totally fine board. This is a totally fine board. We just have to replace this Ezreal later. But we roll way too much here at 6, which really messes up our econ. Once again, I think the items slammed are just not. They don't make sense yet. Their blue buff and IE just don't click. So I don't think this makes sense. But outside of that, I think there's definitely some good things shown. You also had, I think, questions, or you said what I want to improve the most. I just wanted to go over your message that you sent with the VODs, just to make sure that I am catching everything. Okay, so you said, let's see, weaknesses, managing adjustments to econ, and leveling depending on comp and board situation. I think, like, honestly, if you just adopt a very cookie cutter, like, generic approach to the game, it will help you in spots like this. So just, like, almost every game leveling at 3-2, most of the time leveling after stage 4 carousel, not rolling down on 6 unless you meet, like, certain criteria, like I said, having multiple pairs, or, like, really, like, being, like, 40 HP or something like that. And then at 7, it's kind of like that, but more so. It's definitely more acceptable to roll down at 7 if you need to, like, find a carry, like a Sivir one or a Jhin one to hold items. So that I think will help you manage your econ and your rolling and leveling better. Rapid scouting and adjustment of placements in Zephyr, Shroud, Blitz, depending on an opponent. I mean, that just comes with playing the game a lot. I think one little tip I can give you for that is that basically what you do if you are, like, say you're in the spot and, like, it's about to tick down and you're about to fight this person, and you want to, like, position Echo in the right spot so that he jumps on their backline. You left click Echo to pick him up and then release the click, so that you're just holding the Echo and moving your mouse around. Then you come over here and click on this person to go to their board, and then you will be on their board, but you'll be holding the Echo, so you can see their entire board, but you're still moving the Echo. So you can look at their board up until literally the last second, and then at the last second you press spacebar to return to your board, and then click wherever the Echo goes. So you can, like, hover the Echo, like, say they're, like, mostly on this side, you can hover the Echo over here, and then if you see them rapid swapping with 2 seconds left, you immediately move the Echo over and click here. Similar idea with Zephyr and Shroud and all of that kind of stuff. So that's something. Outside of that, correctly executing a switch in comps and a rapid buy down, such as with Mercs. I mean, that's just hard. Best advice I can give you as far as that is just have the units that you need in mind, and the comp that you want to switch to in mind. And usually the tough part is it isn't just one comp. You need to have multiple comps in mind. But once you hit something, so, like, say you're, like, rolling down and you, like, hit a Sivir 2-star, you need to know exactly what units you want for the Sivir 2-star. So that's something to keep in mind. Just like have the entire Sivir 2 comp in your head, which you'll get if you play more, basically. Optimal augment / item synergy per comp. I think that'll help if you look at augment stats, tactic stat tools. Great thing that tactic stat tools has, and let me show you using display capture. Oh, but that's below. If we just do this, right? Yeah, now you see it. Okay, awesome. Okay, tactic stat tools. If you go to their team comps page, you can. Oh, dude, it's so weird that you see the YouTube thing at the bottom. It's wild. You can go here, click into any comp. So say, what are the best augments for Striker Sivir? Click into this, go to augments. You can literally see what the best augments are. Oh, concussive blows, that's really broken here. How good is Disintegrator? Oh, look, it's really good. How good is something like Blue Battery? It's not very good, makes sense. This can help you understand what augments are good with what comps. Really, really useful tool. Just clicking into any comp and looking at, you can just familiarize yourself with like what augments are good, or if you're thinking of playing a comp and you get 3 augments, you can literally go boom, look them all up and say, okay, what's the best augment here? Oh, is it Knife's Edge? No, maybe it's freaking Junkyard. This doesn't show you what stage though is the only issue. So something like a high 5 might be, well, high 5 you can't get early, so that doesn't make sense. But something like a Celestial Blessing, is generally better late game than early game. But still, this is just like the average placement. So that is something. I think you had one more. Oh no, that was it. In weaknesses, and then you said, what do I want to improve the most? I want to improve as a player by improving my knowledge, speed, accuracy, and of decision making and flexibility. I think part of that is just familiarizing yourself with the comps. One thing you can do is you can just go into like Team Builder. So you can use, this is Mobalytics. If you go here, open a Team Builder, you can like play around in Team Builder a bit and understand like different variations of this comp. Like say we have an extra, and this isn't even like the normal version. This should be out for Jarvan in my opinion, but this is Ace of Spades tier list, so maybe it has some reason for Rek'Sai. But in any case, like say we have +1 striker. Like what does this comp actually look like? You can play with different stuff. So you can say, oh, like, okay, in the +1 striker version, like if I'm playing Jarvan, okay, what am I most likely to cut? I could cut Echo and be out of scrap. I could play something like this at level 8, and then like, okay, what unit do I really want to get in here? I could get in like a Bruiser, I could get in, a Tahm Kench, I could get in, you could get in another bodyguard here. This is something that even I need to do more this set. But this is something that's pretty helpful. Just getting an idea of all the different variations of different comps. So you play, you can get in something like a Silco just as like a random unit. Or you could even, this is like the +1 striker variation, but if you don't have +1 striker, then you just play the regular variation. So things like that, just like playing around in Team Builder, can help you get a good understanding. It can help speed up your decision making, because you shortcut to, okay, I already know what the comp looks like here. And that's part of also what I said, just familiarizing yourself with the comp, knowing the second I see Sivir, what the other 7 units that go with Sivir are, which are these units. I would say minus Rek'Sai plus Jarvan, personally. You want to play this comp every single time you find Sivir. This is ideally the best board. And then you can ideally expand upon that and say, okay, an Alistar 2 is strong. We can play some amount of Hextech if I want to, but like this is ideal, that kind of stuff. And then better knowledge of the more nuanced interactions in the game and how to best exploit them. That just comes from, I would say, watching streamers is the best way to drill that. Because like you may learn interactions by watching the game, but like I feel like you learn infinitely more interactions by watching streamers. The first time I learned about the interaction between Blitzcrank and Talon, which if you don't know, and I just pulled Blitzcrank off because I'm silly, but if you don't know, Blitzcrank plus Talon, lost him. You should put them in opposite corners. what happens is Blitzcrank is going to try to pull this unit up here. What's going to happen first is Talon's going to jump and auto them, and then Blitzcrank's going to pull them. And the bleed from Talon will last after Blitzcrank is pulled, and then Talon can reapply his bleed to another unit. So like this is a really, it's a cute little thing you can do. There's like a lot of things like this out there. And I think you really just, they get better by watching a lot of streamers because they can, you know, they will just offhand mention something. You'd be like, oh, I didn't know that interaction. I didn't know that's how that worked. So I think that you definitely get improved upon by watching other streamers. So yeah, that is everything I got for you. I hope you enjoyed the session. And I hope everyone on YouTube enjoyed the session as well. Once again, for other people on YouTube coaching, reach out to me on my Discord down below. It is $30 an hour. This was like an hour and a half kind of like weird session. I've never done a like session and a half before. But you know, I'm flexible. So reach out to me on Discord. And for you, the student, I hope you enjoyed the session. I think I think I gave you a lot of stuff to work on. I think there's definitely a lot of solid stuff here. If you just work on the infinite stuff that I said, because there's a lot of different stuff, and I think you'll definitely improve a lot. I mean, you say you're pretty new to the game, so I think you can improve very rapidly. I mean, for being, you said you played the game for 2 months, this is quite good for only playing the game for 2 months. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks for getting coaching, and I'll catch you next time. All right. That is the end of the coaching session. And that's gonna be the end of my stream. If anyone is still chilling out here, I'm sorry that I didn't read chat. I just didn't want to disrupt the coaching session. If you're still here, this guy on YouTube caught up what I missed from this and was lucky enough to hear you call Ez a twink. I mean, objectively true. And why is my screen so bright? I like literally this first session, it looks like this person was like ascending to heaven. I don't know why it was so bright and shiny. But yeah, that is, oh, and I don't have follower notifications on, but ooh, no, give me alerts. Oh, okay. The alert popped up. Thank you for the follow, Sades889. And thank you for the subscription, Sades89. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. That's a lovely way to end off the stream. I'm sorry that you're following and subbing right at the end of the stream. But I don't know. Go watch the VOD or some of my YouTube videos. Sheesh, I did realize you would do it live. I watched the VOD. Oh, watch the VOD? Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, I mean I just wanted to do it live because like why not at the end of my stream? But yeah, I mean I guess you can watch the VOD. I was gonna upload it to YouTube and send it to you. But I mean I guess this is probably the easiest way to do it. A lot of good stuff in here. So yeah, definitely go check out the VOD. I mean I'm also gonna upload it to YouTube as a separate video, but probably easiest, I mean, it's literally gonna be on Twitch right now. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for the sub. And yeah, I am gonna hop off. I will be live for anyone else who's watching. If you haven't hit the follow button yet, or you haven't hit the subscribe button yet on YouTube, I greatly appreciate it. This is me. I figured it out. Okay. I got it. For a second I was like, what? And then I was like, okay, I get it. But yeah, for everybody else, I'm gonna be live tomorrow for a longer period of time. Hopefully grind some more games because today my games were not that good. But we're gonna climb Infinite tomorrow in the new patch. That's my commitment. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in the stream.